Are live. Hello. Oh my god, out of context that is. We are live. Hello, my name is Roper. I will be your DM for this evening. I'm joined today by Ryan as Adriana, Rory as Eos, Busy as Hatsu, and Richard as Slate. John is flying somewhere, I believe, at the moment. He's in the sky somewhere. I'm not sure. Maybe he's... Oh no, he's in chat. Hello. Just saw his name go by. Hello. And Mr. Jobs had to step out. We hope you're okay, pal. And Kian, I don't know. I think, have we fed him in a while? I'm not actually sure.
Dash died.
I saw in the comments from Rory's streaming on Flying Orc earlier that we're not feeding Kian anymore. So that might be... We should check on him.
Fish heads in a bucket.
Fish heads in a bucket.
Dash is dead, and if he isn't, he's gonna be in a minute.
This is probably behind the scenes stuff, but like every time we do like a whose recap is it or whatever, we have this thing in our Discord just to remind people like, oh, you're doing this week or whatever. And every time since Kian left, every time Rory posts like who's like on this week and who's whatever, he uses the emotes that we have in our Discord for each of the players. Instead of Dash though, he uses the RIP tombstone. It's always funny.
It's
not for Kian, but for us. It's always funny to me. Hell yeah. All right, we are live. Thank you for joining us. This is the Wandering Isles. Richard, my friend, we are in Volcanus, judging by these sick beats, please. No, oh, not Volcanus. We're in Verdwar.
I was gonna say, how dare.
We're in Verdwar. Take two. We'll cut that out. Cut it out from the stream. We're in Verdwar. Richard, please, your recap.
Dear Journal, and whomever is fortunate enough to stumble upon these words, do take a moment to appreciate the privilege you've been granted reading my thoughts. It's not a common courtesy I extend lightly. Reminders to myself, because even greatness requires a scaffold. Write to Mother, she does so fret without my voice in her ear. Check in with Lissa, poor girl, utterly lost without my guidance. Acquire a vault. A man of my caliber should not be reduced to chests and crates. Positively provincial. Now, to the matter of last evening's spectacle, which I, of course, did not attend, but whose every detail has found its way to me nonetheless. People talk, and naturally, they want me to know. The night opened with Adriana and Weslyn engaged in a tiresome quarrel over forest ownership. Imagine debating such trivialities when one could simply own everything by right of bearing alone. I suppose they tried their best.
Yep.
Eos, restless in her sleep, dreamed of Adriana, while Weslyn pathetically attempted to slip into those dreams. Futile, of course. If the mind must be invaded, better it be conquered by my presence. At dawn, Eos took to fishing, returning with the dullest of catches, a kipper. Her luck then improved, or worsened, depending on perspective. She dragged up a venomous anglerfish, and Adriana and Slate descended upon it in a flurry, stabbing and pinning like common butchers. The creature's glands were harvested for Hatsu, while Slate and Eos, fools that they are, attempted to cook it. Predictably, Eos collapsed into sickness. Unsurprising. Some constitutions are weaker than other. Mine, naturally. It's unassailable. Upon arrival in Verdwar, Adriana's claim to her homeland was met with doubt. She resolved it by embedding a dagger in a man's skull. Effective, though tragically graceless. The other guard wisely yielded his purse of coins. I would have required neither violence nor bribery. One raised brow from me is enough to ensure obedience. Slate then committed the greatest blasphemy of the night. He dared impersonate me, shoving an old man into the water, declaring it as Dash's entrance. Absurd. Were I there, the ocean itself would have parted in reverence. Still, imitation, even clumsy, barbaric imitation, is proof enough of influence. In the tavern, Adriana plotted with pirates and some rats of the docks named Finn, angling for a ship belonging to none other than Val Sarn Karvak something. Yes, that's Sarn, the so-called 6th ranked pirate of those water. 6th! One wonders if he ever tires of being second rate. Slate, never content to embarrass himself only once, attempted to copy the pirate's form, even conjuring a counterfeit hat and Adriana schemed to trade it for the real captain's hat. While Slate provoked a drinking contest, Eos, sweetly, idiotic, asked for Sarn's autograph and was promptly brushed aside. Quite right, really. If I were Sarn, I'd have done the same. The contest raged, Slate drinking himself into oblivion to match the captain glass for glass. At stake, hats, honour, dock rats, and dignity, all of which, I remind you, would I have been secured instantly if I deigned to participate. And so the night ended, clamour, drink, reckless wagers, a theatre of small people playing at grandeur. Yet no matter how the story is told, one constant remains. Their deeds, their struggles, their fleeting victories, all orbit around me, dash, whether I stand in the room or not.
There it is. That's one hell of a recap. We find ourselves in a drinking competition in a tavern, so that can only mean one thing. Beats. Battlestar Galactica? Bears? The tavern is alive. And with that means there are a lot of people crowding around to watch Dash 2.0 versus Sarn. Yep. So I believe you guys caught up with each other in terms of drinking level. You took your rolls, and we, yeah, like that's kind of where we
Then it
stopped, right?
it was over to him. I drank to catch up. I had the glasses. I went to give him mine or his. He took mine.
That's right.
And then I said, "It's over to you. It's your turn." I think at the time Eldrin had only just cast guidance, so that should still be at least momentarily active. And then that's where we left off.
I think we have about 15 minutes left on Eos Disguise Self. I think we have about, I'll probably put it down to like 30-ish seconds because I don't quite remember when he did that. So I'll put it to 30 seconds for guidance. It gives you a few rolls anyway, which is fine. Based on rolls and dialogue, I suppose, because it's kind of a little bit more live back and forth rather than like turn-based order. Eldrin, still feeling a bit sick from the boat, excuses himself. He steps outside to go do whatever it is Eldrin does when he's not feeling well.
Get kidnapped.
Yeah, he's immediately kidnapped again. Said it would be a good day to kidnap him, actually. Should we just put him in the ship with the pirates? Just
It'll make life easier for everyone.
Feel bad. He's the one we're giving away if we lose.
There you go.
Problem solved.
Payment up front.
That's it, yeah. Okay, so I would say, Richard, I'm going to get you to roll a d2 in a second. 1, you're drinking first. 2, he's drinking first, as in a coin toss, just to see who goes first. I think it'll be more fair to let a player do it, though, so I'll let you go ahead and do that for me there, if you don't mind.
D2/roll, isn't that what it is?
I think so.
/R space 1d2, isn't it?
/ yeah, something. /R 1d2. Yeah, probably. I don't usually do it that way, I just do the dice tray, so. Did we call heads or tails?
I thought you decided because that's what you asked me to do.
You're going first. That's what I've decided. Because I was going to do 1 you, 2 him, so that's fine. You go first. You can also re-roll it if you don't feel like that's fair. Absolutely fine.
I would like him to go first because that was my attempt in conversation when last we left off to get him to go first. So I will attempt,
okay,
if I may.
Let's roll it, but with 1 you, 2 him. Okay.
All right.
I was just getting everything set up here on my side. I was like, did we call it? Okay.
Motherfucker.
No, 2 him. It's fine, right?
Oh, it's fine. That's right. Oh, yeah. 1 minute. Okay. Perfect. Okay. I'm in.
I'm so fucking confused, man. Holy shit.
Good. We're off to a great start.
All right, we're at the 3rd roll, right? No, just kidding. Yeah, that's absolutely fine. Let me pull up his sheet. So for the people who weren't here last week, of course, we have our illustrious pirate. Large cap, tricorner, a large metal jaw that might be the dead giveaway of who he is, and in very, very tremendously good shape.
Illustrious. He's
illustrious.
number 6 for Christ's sake.
He is. Throw some respect on that name. Well, he's number 6, but like he's number 6 out of like he's like 6 out of like a shit ton of pirates.
As Ash already said, he must be tiresome. You know what I mean? Just settling for 6th. You know what I mean?
He said his group was 6th out of like 6 different pirate clans, which means he's the worst of them.
Not out of 6. He's just 6th. He's not out of 6. There's dozens of them. I just gave you the 6. You can roll a history check if you want to know that.
No.
You don't want to know that? Okay. All right. Well, Vale Kravak, also known as the Dread Captain, is yeah, he's ready and waiting, pal.
Right, so he's taken his glass. I have mine. I've said to him, I've just drank, so now it's it's over to you. It's your turn. He has his glass in hand. I have mine in hand, and I motion to drink.
Just convinced you poisoned this. All right, let's go. Constitution save. Okay, he succeeds with a mighty number.
So, obviously, I would see him, quaff this with relative ease, I assume.
Yeah,
and
a little bit of it leaking down the metal, which is
yeah.
actually, as you watch it, is a little bit rusted from the thousands and thousands of times he's probably done similar things.
So, we discussed how this was kind of the stuff that I got was quite expensive, more rare, something that not many people would have, etc. So as soon as he drinks it and starts to put the glass down, and that's happening, I'm going to lean forward on the table, put my hands down, slam the table, and as I do go, "Oh, hell no." And I want to say, "Wait for it, wait for the burn." It's a verbal spell. It's only verbal.
So you're casting Silvery Barbs for those in the podcast
Yes.
world who cannot see the
I
screen.
am indeed.
Which is titled aptly, "Oh Hell No."
Yep.
You'll start to learn that Richard has renamed all of his spells in a very creative
Yep.
way for Slate, and you'll start catching on to like every single catchphrase he has, because it's the most bard thing I can actually think of.
Yep. So he has to re-roll and take the lower result, and then I choose a creature that I can see for advantage, which is going to be me, which is why I wanted him to go first.
That is a nat one. Wonderful.
Can I just say as well,
Excellent.
as a person that renamed his own spells in the previous campaign,
did,
I
that's right,
massively appreciate that Richard does that.
I said when you guys joined, I was like, Ryan, you're gonna love Richard. You guys have some like crossover, and now it's really starting to show.
So I'm like, wait for the burn, wait for the burn.
And he does. That counts as a failure. He looks at you with a smug look. What? And he just coughs for a second, and there's enough to know that that has had an impact.
And while he's doing that, I'm going to just camply take mine as I've given myself advantage. Con save.
I think you still have it on you as an item, right? Because it for players makes you roll.
Oh, I could too, yeah.
Because if you don't, I'll get it for you.
Inventory. I think I consumed the last one.
Second. Okay, so there it is. Yeah, here you go. So I put it on you there, so you can just do that if you want to, and it'll make you do a con save. Just make sure you're not selecting anyone else, or if it does, none of you have to do the roll. Just Richard.
Yeah.
Just last time it selected all of you for some reason. It's in consumables.
Yeah, over here.
Oh, it says you're not selected. All right, bear with me for 1 sec.
I will refund resource so I can do it again.
Resource, yeah, I'll just string you into a test screen so you can just select yourself there, okay?
Perfect.
This is way too upbeat for this bar.
Yeah, but it's just my tavern playlist is what I got. In chat, there should be a prompt for you specifically.
Yeah, just done it. There we go.
18, I believe, is a success. Yes, it is. So you're handling yours very well. Okay. He leans forward. So what's your game?
This was the wager. We'll drink, and we'll drink.
Why you just
The wager
collect
was-
hats?
I'm a man of many talents. Fine clothing, as you can see. But, I like to entertain myself. Sometimes mix with, just glance up and down and then refrain from saying what I was going to say. You know, other people from other walks of life. It's fun for me. And a wager always spices things up. Who doesn't love a wager?
Yeah.
I'll signal to the barkeep for another round of the same.
Sure. He puts it together. He comes over with the bottle and just starts pouring it into your glasses. At this point, pretty much everyone in the bar is kind of watching.
So it's
Adriana,
back
are
to him
you?
because I drank last.
Yeah. Adriana, are you in the bar? Oh, Ryan, are you here? There you are. Oh,
I'm sat next to the guy.
hell yeah. For those in the podcast, Ryan has been a druid and he summoned his familiar. Oh, the wizard summoned his familiar. Sorry.
Yeah, this is my familiar. Mwah. No, sorry, you just wanted a cuddle.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm sat next to the guy.
Okay, so what you would probably notice then, because you pick up on it, I'd say Hatsu as well. Both of you have pretty good passive perception. I say pretty good. Like, Adriana's can spot like a fucking fly in a different room, but like, one of the people from his ship peeks in and notices what's going on and quickly rushes off. So you would get the impression it's probably to go tell others that this is happening. Okay, let's jump back to him quickly first. It's also a failure. It's not great. Okay. Yeah, he sits back in his chair. You have strong taste in alcohol.
I'll take my turn and so this time I didn't actually use the D4 last time. Is that still active, would you say, for this? Because I presume I don't have advantage for this.
You don't have advantage because that's a once-off, but you
Yeah.
do, if you want to have a D4, you do. If it lets you put it in as a situational bonus, do.
It
If
does.
Okay,
Does.
perfect.
Yeah.
Just makes it. 15 is the DC, so.
So as I take a drink and he says, you know, you've strong taste, I'm gonna go, just kidding.
Just kidding. All right.
I call that 2-0 right now.
So
how does one usually end these things? I mean, surely it's not till one of us vomits or defecates on the floor or something, because that's far too pedestrian.
I don't think you really recognize where you are. You must be new here.
What
Does he
gave it
look like
away?
He's from around here.
My style, my vocabulary. It must be the vocabulary.
Madrona, what did you say there?
I said, does he look like he's from around here?
He just clicks his fingers at the person to pour more. He's motivated and determined.
My feet are still on the table. If you remember, I sat down and put my feet up and he was like, who are you? So I'm just sitting on my feet on the table, just drinking away.
So we're not here all night. Might I suggest a best of 5? As I said, our friend here in the supposedly good suit is 2-0 up.
I also have places to be, good man. Talking to the Dread Pirate, obviously.
I'm just curious where you're getting 2 from. I had a cough. It happens. Seems to me we're both doing just fine. He's kind of like this a little bit, swaying just slightly, but he's he's really good at keeping his composure for some reason.
Yeah, I'm. Yep, I'll just wait for the next round, and again, he's already ordered, but I'm just going to turn and kind of beckon them over.
He slams the glass down. Seems like I didn't have to cough this time.
And then I'm going to say, wait for it, wait for it.
How many of those do you get?
A few, not many though. So I am. Tell you how many I get now.
You're okay,
I
no,
get
you're okay.
4. I get 4.
Perfect.
So
wait.
in this one, I'm going to lean in and I go, "Oh, we've discussed this, my good man. Hell no! Here comes the burn."
It's a nat 20, so I'll take the lower of the two, so it doesn't count as a natty, but
That's okay, but it gives me advantage for my next one, which I'm also okay with.
he sits and he waits. No burn.
Well done, my good man. It is an acquired taste. If
It's
you
not the
can
only
afford
thing
it.
at this table that's an acquired taste. Tell me, what's your name?
Just 1 second.
You can't hesitate on what's your name, man. You can't forget your own
No.
name.
Dash Heidman. Obviously, you've heard of me. Everyone has, darling.
Who? Is that a 14? It's a nice little
With the
cup
glass.
you've got there, Slate.
I took it that the 1d4 was gone, so I didn't include it.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. You had about 30 seconds. Sure. If it's best of 5, we have plenty of rounds to go. So there's
Yeah, okay.
well, cool. Yeah, so that was like a little. There's a moment of. Yeah, there's a moment that shows that was a little harder for you than it was for him.
As I do it, what I'm going to do is hit my chest, and then I'm going to go like this and get everyone's attention and be like, and then you know the way people who can like swallow air and do like a massive burp.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm bringing them like,
Just vomit.
I mean, I'm
okay.
happy to roll a performance.
No,
to
no,
see if
you're
my
okay.
vomit
You're
tests.
okay. You're
I'm
good.
totally okay with that.
You can roll performance to see how good the burp is if you like. Sure.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So tell me, Mr. Heidman, is this your crew?
So
that's a
18. So
good
that
burp.
was excellent.
There's
It's
a good year on that
There's a
burp.
few people cheer in the background. Just one guy's like, woo! Nobody does anything. He's like, oh.
Excuse me, I've been practicing Penzantian throat singing. It's a whole thing.
For fuck's sake. That was good. Is this your crew, Mr. Heidman?
Well, I'm not their crew, so obviously.
It's a shame. You might have a position opening up for someone just like you. Sure, we could put you to work. And he knocks back a drink. That is not the best.
Does he seem like he took it well or not?
Three for him.
This is my dread cap, man. Come on, Dice. What are you at?
I take it he didn't take it well then.
He didn't take it well, no. He starts to cough a little bit, and like some of the whiskey just comes over the metal jaw and just drools down.
And
He
as
just
that
wipes it away
happens,
with his sleeve. Yeah.
I go to do my theatrical, oh, hell no. And I just lean back and go, oh, hell no.
This is not going in my favor. Go ahead and roll.
Okay. I am targeted. It's not there we go.
Wonder why it says that I'm making you do the con. Oh, it's because never mind. I know why.
It's a
Right.
dirty 20.
That checks out.
and this is going to be like pinky out, and like as he gets to the end, he starts to move the glass away so you can see it pouring, and he has his tongue out like.
You know when you're playing. Oh, go ahead. Sorry, you go ahead first.
I was gonna say, as this pirate is coughing a bit, I'm just gonna give him that, tap on the back just to accentuate the cough out of him, and give him that little bit of an upset stomach feel of like, oh, okay.
Measuring cast guidance.
Yeah, and just remember, it's not the cough that carries you off; it's the coughing they carry you off in.
He just points at you, but he's still trying to get his breath back. You know those moments in D&D that are like really like kind of poignant, you just the dice roll in your favor? Is this where Slate's awakening is, that he's figured out that he had regenerative skills in the book? Like, is he just not able to get drunk? Is that like the way that works?
Super soldier serum.
Yeah, right.
I mean, I've been trying to unlock my powers for a while, and I haven't been drinking like this in a very long time since I learned, so maybe this is what's happening.
This is
We'll have
just,
to see.
we find out that Slate can't get drunk. All right. He's like determined now, so he's just gonna slam one back. Much better this time. Say it. Just say the fucking thing.
Don't forget to wait for it.
And then Eileen
cast silvery barbs.
Lovely.
Oh, for fuck's sake. No, not one. That's outstanding.
He's got to throw up. That's 2 nat ones.
He's very close, yeah.
So I will take my turn. Am I assuming that I got advantage from that?
I gave you the advantage,
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah. You're rude not to. Oh.
Nat 20?
Of course it is.
Nat 1 to nat 20.
As I start drinking, it's like hair of the dog when you haven't had a drink in ages and you feel like, oh, it's hitting you, and then all of a sudden you go, oh, I remember this is so delicious. I feel like I'm actually sobering up while I drink it.
He leans forward and he slams his fist on the table. You're cheating.
Cheating by birthright is not cheating. I was just born looking this good and being this good. That's not my fault.
There's no way a pencil like you can take this much alcohol and still be this annoying.
Oh no, he gets
me.
more annoying with more drink, trust me.
So shall we conclude this matter? Shall we call it settled?
Absolutely not. He takes the bottle from the barkeep. 2 more. As the barkeep brings over the bottles, he pops a cork for you and he pops a cork for himself.
I'm going to lean in and go, this is getting a bit dull for me. Do you want to sweeten the pot? More gold? Because a pair... Oh, good. Interesting. And then I'm just going to say to everybody else, can we have a round of applause for your dead pirate?
The bar goes a little bit quieter as you say that, and suddenly the cheering and clapping in the background is a little bit more quiet. He pushes the bottle towards you.
I wasn't aware that you were afraid. And this bottle came from... He just nodded and somebody brought over the bottle.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'd like to do is...
He seems to do that, yeah.
Yeah. What I'd like to do is, seeing as he was shouting cheating, etc., I'd like to... the person that came over between them and the bottle, I want to kind of take a glance, because I worry that he has given someone the nod to do something to the bottle. That's what I would do. So what I want to do is just sort of try and take the measure of the person. Are they like avoiding eye contact? Was it like a quick put down? This kind of way. Are they acting sketchy? Yeah. Please. Ha! Not 20. Or 24.
The person who brought it over is the barkeep. They are looking towards you as they bring it over. Mild concern on their face, but reading the room, the concern might not be for what you're about to drink, but who you're drinking with.
Mm-hmm. So then I'm gonna take the bottle and is it a cork or a cap or?
It would be corks, yeah.
So I'm gonna go to pull the cork out of my teeth and go, oh, no, not with these. Or these, and just hand it over for someone else to open the bottle. Somebody at the table, a Major
Before
Anna,
you even
anybody.
finish moving, the cork's out and on the end of my dagger.
Love it. So then I'm going to take it and I go, could be poison, but unlike you, I can handle it, and just take a drink.
Okay. The DC is considerably higher. Make your
Mm-hmm.
Constitution saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
How much of it are you drinking?
Well, I mean, presumably a measure's worth, because that's the wise thing to do at this point, a measure for a measure.
Then it is 1 DC, 1 Constitution saving throw.
Yep. $13.
That is a
I
failure.
am trying to remove the cork from the end of my dagger, and if I see Dash start to kind of cough and choke a bit, I'm going to cast Silvery Barbs on myself to get the cork off the dagger, probably slice in my hand a little bit, and give him advantage to actually be able to drink this.
Giving him advantage through a help action or through a specific spell or feature?
Through the spell, I'm using Silvery Barbs again.
Silvery Barbs
I'm giving myself
only works
disadvantage.
when someone succeeds on an attack check or save. So it has to be a response to a success.
Okay, but then can I try and succeed at pulling the cork off first?
It's not technically an action, but how can we make this work? Let me think, because it's cool. I get what you're trying to do.
But sleight of hand of how cool I can pull the cork off of the blade.
Well,
Yeah,
it would
like
just-
fucking.
It would just
The
be a
hands.
measure of how cool it is. It wouldn't be like a success or failure, because otherwise it didn't come off. So
Maybe I don't get it off then with the disadvantage.
do you have another approach for this?
Okay, well.
Let's see.
mm,
Yeah, no, I don't. I find it very difficult to find an approach that would make that work
okay.
without just
That's
feeding
fair.
directly into it. But it is really cool. If you find
That's
a creative
fair
way to do it, I'll allow it to happen though. But for the moment, yeah, I'll push on.
Oh, no, I couldn't, so that's fine.
But give yourself that slot back for sure. Okay, so sorry, it was, what was it? It was 13?
13.
This one is burning. Direct from the bottle for some reason seems to have a lot more kick to it. He leans forward and asks, he leans forward and asks, what's the matter? Is this one too much for you?
Definitely an acquired taste.
And that's it? You're going to stop on one?
Mm. Oh, I believe it's over to you, good sir. But I will definitely have another of whatever that is.
He starts to neck the bottle. If you're casting Silvery Barbs in any of this, this is the time before I start describing what's happening.
Yeah, so I will definitely do that. So as he does it, I'm going to take my feet off the table and say, as he starts drinking it, like, can I rub my tongue, go, oh, hell no, as he's like drinking loads of the bottle.
That's a nat 20. So he doesn't get the natty because you Silvery Barbs it into a natty. That's twice
Mhm.
now. Kept those nat ones though. That's he starts to drink about half the bottle before slamming it down. Now it does seem to have a mild impact on him. Part of it definitely went down the wrong way, but overall it seems to be doing okay. He's however,
some stumbles already, so yeah.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah, he's
starting to see
certainly-
cracks.
he's certainly on the
More than
other
cracks.
side of this.
Mhm.
He doesn't have too much left in him, whereas you're still going quite strong. The two nat ones definitely did not fucking help. He leans back in the chair expectingly, like, Your turn.
So I'm going to just take a moment and roll up my sleeves, and then I'm going to turn, barkeep, and I'm going to call them over some fresh glasses, the good ones. So I'm just looking for the most expensive, fresh, like clean looking glasses from the barkeep.
Everybody looks confused. Clean from here is not, it's not really a thing. Not from this place.
So is that the response of the barkeep?
He's sort of perplexed, moves away, and then comes back with a glass that definitely, like by any standard, isn't clean, but by this standard, I guess, is the cleanest.
So I take the glass and I kind of hold it up to the light and I go, put it down, and then I'm going to, because I asked for a couple of glasses, I'm going to pour out the measures of what's left, so the half for half, into equal measures into the glass. And I go, there's obviously a more civilized way to do this, and the bottle, your teeth, no. So I just pour them into the glasses, more civilized, and then I'm going to drink the same. So I presume I take...
You do two more rolls, because he drank 3, you drank 1, so you have 2 left of that.
Yeah, perfect. Just 2 flat saves, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. It's 1. It's not bad. For a 19. And 2. Also not bad. 18.
You're okay. You're taking it, but it is impacting you at this point. You have 1 point of exhaustion. He has 2 from just drinking this much liquor. But he is like struggling a lot more than you are for this, for sure.
I think it's obvious by now who's looking the worst of you two. I'd hate for you to be completely and utterly smashed by the time he gets here.
Can I get a time check on this guy's health?
Probably 5-ish minutes. I'd say, I think about 10 minutes has gone by with the conversation and with the drinking and stuff. Probably about the 10-minute mark. So you probably have about 5 left.
Eos will start getting up slowly and walking out towards where Eldrin went to.
You people are giving up on you.
No, it's a sensibilities thing. The airflow in here, it's not quality.
So
not you, of course, but, you know, some of the people at the back.
What is it that brings you here, Mr. Hydeman? You don't
brings
fit the
anybody
setting
here?
here. Your friends don't seem to be able to handle this place very well. So what is it you actually want?
I mean, so far, we're talking about a hat, money, one of these, what did you call them? Dock hands, dock rats, bilge rats, pirates, people in hats, whoever, one of them. And, well, I don't know if honor is quite the thing, but entertainment. I seek entertainment, and I've heard there is plenty of entertainment, particularly if you have the coin. Anything goes.
You see, that's just it. Nobody comes to Verdwar and talks about their coin and draws attention to themselves and behaves like an explosive unless they have something that they are desperately trying to draw attention away from. So either your allies just left here in an attempt to do something under the table, or you're here distracting me. He turns to Madriana. Who did you say you were again?
I didn't.
Then perhaps it's time I learn your name. The one with such a connection to a myth and a legend.
I'm just a PA doing my job. In the grand scheme of things, I am absolutely nobody.
I'm going to sit back in my chair and say, it's crude, and I hate to say it, but a wise man, well, I don't know if they were a wise man, a man once said, I believe the phrase is, only losers talk. Am I right? And I turn to the crowd, and then I'm going to say, I believe your dread captain is afraid to continue. I would be afraid, but I'm me, so.
Make a dexterity saving throw with disadvantage for me, Slate.
That's a whopper 6.
You're on your back before you realize as his foot nudges the chair that you're leaning back in, and he stands up and draws his sword. Who are you people?
From the ground, I'd like to stay on the ground and then just grab onto my shirt like this and say, didn't we make an agreement about cheating and blah, blah, blah? This is a drinking contest. And I'm going to turn to the group, to everybody who's watching, and say, this is how things are done here. I believe there's a code for these things. Cheating. This is cheating. You know what I mean? Anyone who has seen this before knows how this ends.
He walks slowly around the table towards you, moving behind what would have been, I guess, Eos' chair, and moving towards you. And he puts his foot down on your chest. This is not the place to complain about these things. Once again, pointing out that you do not belong here.
I put my blade on his neck. I suggest you get your foot off of him.
I suggest you get your blade off of me before this becomes a bloody trip for your... What are you? Crew?
I'd like to propose a new deal. I cut across him on purpose. So I'm going to cut across him and say, first, I think we need to finish this business. I believe we've one round left. And then if you wish, I look down at my rapier and go, rapiers at dawn or whatever this is. But let's finish our wager first, like gentlemen, not savages. Happy to make a persuasion check.
Yeah.
I'm trying to say it to the group, and I'm trying to make him look bad in front of everybody.
You say the group. Right now it's just a Madriana and Hatsu here.
Oh, his group.
His group
of the people.
Oh,
Yeah,
his
all
people.
the public.
Just the
His
people in the
people
pub,
aren't. It's just the
basically.
people. It's just patrons here. Like, his people know that this is happening, but they haven't arrived yet.
So it's to the people of the tavern. I'm trying to show him, for he made a big speech about cheating, and thus far he's the one cheating, and which is actually making him look bad. If he's supposed to be fearsome and a big drinker, it looks like he's welching on a bet. It looks like he can't handle his drink. It looks like he's trying to use aggression to deflect. So I'm trying to bring it back to, yeah, that's fine. If you want to fight, that's how you do things here. Let's fight. But before we fight, let's finish the drinks. That's the thing I'm going for. So I'm not running away or trying to do anything like that. I'm trying to say, sure, we'll do it your way, but we finish what we started.
With the Madriana's blade on his neck, he just reaches down, takes a coin pouch, and tosses it to the barkeep. It should cover everything. Without moving eye contact from you. You're not answering my question.
Is he talking to me, or he's talking to me because of Madriana's? Yeah. And what was the question? Am I
He
crew?
seems incredibly unfazed by Madriana's blade being on his neck. His question is, he still wants to know what it is you actually want from him, because he doesn't believe you anymore.
So
the theatrics and the element of who Dash is doesn't fit this area enough to be suspicious by itself, and over prolonged period became more and more suspicious as he dramatically started losing.
So what I'd like to do is to I'm going to like, I haven't done anything, I'm still holding on to here, so I'm going to say a gesture to the chair and say, may I?
When your dog gets back on their leash.
Take your foot off of him. And I'll happily remove my blade.
Also, just before you do that, I don't think our debt is settled. And again, this is for the bar, it's for everybody. We did wager that you pay the bill, but it was your hat and also one of your men, I precisely remember you saying.
He presses down harder with his foot. He just presses down again, harder.
To those in this bar, loyal to the person that runs this city, I think this gentleman is looking for an audience with you all. I suggest you stand up and show your allegiance.
Oh, I'm more than happy to have an audience with the king.
No. You're going to have an audience with the people in here who are loyal to the king. And I wait to see how many people actually stand up.
There's definitely a conflict and a hustle and bustle, kind of low drone. I'll say make a persuasion check. I won't give you advantage or disadvantage. I know who you are, but I also know who he is. And the threat that he is posing at this moment versus the threat that obviously would follow. So, like, I'm just giving you a straight roll.
So it's an 18.
Yeah, a decent amount of people, like, stand up, and some people part back, but there's a majority definitely staying in a way that looks loyal, especially because of the armor that you're in.
You see, you might not believe in the boogeyman, but these people have met the boogeyman. And whether by your hand or by his, because they didn't satisfy the need of this city, they know that where their loyalties lie. So I suggest you sit down, finish the wager that you started, and then head off on your merry way.
He turns around towards you. Put your trinket away, and I will let your friend go. There's no world where I give up my leverage just because you said so.
And there's no world in which you threaten me where you survive.
While he's talking, he would feel a little poke right in his genitals, because my rapier is from the ground against his genitals. And I'm just going to say, this could be fun!
He slides his foot from your chest to your neck.
I press gently but firmly against his groin.
He lets out a loud whistle. And people start... Oops, sorry, Amir. Sorry, baby. And people start walking in from the doorway and coming through. His men slowly start to populate the tavern as well.
Well, I guess we're about to have some fun, aren't we?
Doesn't have to be. I just want to know what you want.
I want to win the wager that I'm clearly winning, and I want what's owed. That's what I want. I think I've been more than clear. I've been open, honest, forthright about what I want since our very first interaction. This is what I want. And Dash Heidman always gets what he wants.
Take your blades off me. I will let him go. But that's the only order I do this.
Count to 3.
Make a persuasion
That's fair.
check. Because I do believe you. I do believe this isn't a deception, but unless it is, if it is, then do deception. But like I believe you. Yeah.
I'm saying to him, count to 3. We'll both do it.
Can I assist on this? Because I am proficient, but I'm also very persuasive.
Yeah, but you're so annoying as Dash that you might give her disadvantage. So I would actually just suggest you sit this one out.
That's a nat 1.
He sheathes his sword as a show of good faith, but he doesn't
I'll
move
do
his
the
foot.
same.
I put my blade away,
He moves his foot.
back onto my belt.
Not one was scary.
Bartender, can I get a round of ale for our friends here while they're waiting?
Don't bother. He starts to move towards his friend. He takes off the hat, tosses it back to Slate. He moves out of the tavern. And as Finn is walking out, he says, "Not you." Then he just moves towards the ship with the others.
Which one's Finn?
The young one you were talking to before.
I thought we got to choose, damn it.
You just choose him. He has to like come with you.
Well, it didn't go quite to plan, but at least we're not dead.
I mean, we got the hat. We didn't have to pay for drinks. And there's this guy. Oh, sorry. I mean, there's this guy.
What's happening?
What's gonna happen, Finn, is you're gonna go and find us a boat that we can take on a little sea journey.
But what?
You belong with us now.
What about the others?
Apparently they don't want you no more.
I've forgotten his accent in the week. I don't remember if he was like... Yeah.
He's very kind of like unsure of himself, unsteady.
Yeah, was he like... I don't know.
Sort of like you were doing, yeah. And he,
mister.
yeah.
Blimey.
Oliver Twist kind of thing.
He just didn't want to die and wanted out of Birdwire, so he was happy to.
No,
go with
I remember the
anyone and do
characteristics.
anything.
I don't
Yeah.
remember his voice.
Yeah.
It's a pretty nice boat, isn't it?
like,
Right,
wait.
okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. What about me mates in it?
There he is. That's Finn.
Unfortunately, we could only barter for one of you.
This time.
Yeah, but what happens to the others?
Well, they'll probably be beaten, possibly killed, drowned,
I have to
whatever
be
he
there.
usually does. Oh, you want to be drowned?
No, but I have to help them.
Well, you belong to us now. So find us a ship, will you? Something that can get us passage to... Where is it again, Dash?
And I take out the map that I've always been using and updating. And I'm going to, on second thoughts, you touch it. And I'm going to hold it out for Finn, for him. And I'm just going to like push his hand along the map and be like, there.
Asazaki? Why? Shit.
You're not paid to ask questions, you're paid to do as you're told.
Yeah, but there's more money almost everywhere here.
Some things in life aren't about money.
Weird
Like
crew.
this hat. There's respect in this hat, which he no longer has from his crew.
Quick question, Finn. Can you read?
A little?
Not maps. I see. The hat. Respect in the hat. How would you feel about wearing his hat? I'm sure he'd love to see you in it.
It's a bit big for me.
I'm gonna turn to Adriana and just look at the ground and just hand Adriana the hat and just sit down at the table.
Okay, now I need the fan art of a Madriana with the tricorn,
Will
like giant pirate hat.
someone remind me to make the session image for that later?
I look like Cad Bane now.
I love Cad Bane, so I would totally allow it. Well, shit.
As I said, find us a ship. Just go in there,
A ship,
or that
sir?
will take us there.
Fair passage, or
Either
otherwise?
steal one or secure us passage. I don't mind.
He walks out and hesitates for a second. How do I pay for the ship, sir?
Do I look like a sir?
It's just, sir. All of them are sir.
That's the problem, is you've been too long led by men that are weak and have no sustainability. You
What?
should call me madam.
Yes, sir. Yes, madam.
Here's 5 gold. There's 7 of us. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. Yeah. Make sure we all have passage. Comfortable enough as well.
Right. To Azazaki.
Azazaki.
Fucking hell. Alright. He walks out of the bar and people just start talking and hemming and hawing. Slate, are you still just lying on your back?
When I handed him the hat, I sat at the table, so I'm just sitting at the table for the moment.
Okay.
Are you okay, Dash?
Yes, quite all right. A little tired, if I'm honest.
You do know that would have probably gone a bit easier had you just let me steal the hat. Not as fun though, I will say.
And then the voice changes, and I just say, "Yeah, but this is way more fun."
Well, I can't wait to see Dash get beaten up by pirates and he has no understanding of why.
Oh, that would be a shame.
Right, I think you need some fresh air. Up you
Oh.
get.
Before the fresh air, because we all know how this is going to go. And I just lean in. As Dash. Too much? Too little? More?
Depends where you are. In this kind of a place, I think he would actually be a little bit more subtle than usual. In the king's presence, that performance would have been perfect.
See, I thought I was doing well. Because I didn't mention Palparot, so for me, I thought that was super subtle.
I mean,
As Dash, of course, as Dash.
you
this
did
is all
mention
quiet conversation, you know.
Alvarothian something or another at one point. So you.
Otherwise,
you
how
kinda
would they
did.
know where I'm from? I have to say it at least once.
I think you should have asked him what his opinion about the king is. That would be more accurate.
Oh, yes. Actually, yes.
I mean, he's outside. We could just ask him now.
Yeah, we'll let him cool down. He's lost faith within his men. That in itself is going to be quite a blow for him. I mean, it's not every day the number 6 pirate gets a blade put to his throat by a woman.
Also, where did Eos and Eldrin go?
Pretty sure Eldrin was going to throw up. And... oh shit, the time. I think we need to get Eos out of here, so how about get the fuck up, Dash? Let's go.
Eos, you would at this point be in the bathroom in your normal form. Okay.
Yeah, she's wearing the mask that was given by Dead Dash's mother, and she's wearing the Twilight Shroud.
Can I just check?
Its effects only work in shadow, remember? So it might work in the tavern, but it may not work outside.
Exactly.
the tavern, I presume, at the docks or whatever, is largely a timber building, timber frames and so on and so forth, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
So just before we go, when I stand up from the table, I'm going to do two things. I want to take out my dagger, and I'd like to just take a moment to gather everyone's attention, because I'm sure people are still looking, albeit still murmuring, talking, having drinks, etc. And I'm just going to say, gentlemen, whatever you are, it's been a pleasure. Congratulations, you were here for some Dash Heidman history, and just in case, so no one forgets where it happened, I just want to carve onto one of the timbers, Dash Heidman, 1, Dread Pirate 0, and then the date, and then go, oh, actually, what is today's date? And just point to the barkeep, because I'm assuming that they can do basic maths because they take money. So therefore, I'm assuming they have an intelligence that someone else might not have. So I'm going to go to the barkeep, who's made a lot of money this evening, and be like, and the date, my good man?
Good question. The 18th?
Of
Sear Peak? You guys remember your calendar, right?
No.
100%. And then I'm going to turn to the audience and say, is there anyone here who can write numbers? 1 to 10. Anyone. Just point to the crowd. Anyone.
Make. Fuck.
And I'll hold up a copper piece.
Oh, one guy leaves front. Oh, right here.
So then I gotta go, and for some crowd crowd participation, and I'm gonna pull him
Dash
over.
would never fumble it like that.
I'm gonna give him the one.
Who's that drunk?
Yeah, gonna give him the 1 copper piece, and I'm going to offer him my dagger or his, whichever. And then we obviously have the date, the month, and I'm gonna say the year, and then as get him to do it, as he does it, I'm gonna get everyone to start like a round of applause and a clap while he finishes the full date.
You sure you don't mind me marking your tables? Barkeep's like, whatever. All right.
So I purposely chose a part of the tavern itself because a table is easier to replace. So I did one
sorry,
of the
part of the tavern.
beams.
Apologies.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah. So it's harder to get rid
He
of
just
and
says
more,
beam then. Sorry.
more poignant. Yeah, it's all good.
I was just taking notes at the same time. So, he just goes over to the beam and he just says, "Nah, it's fine." And he takes out his own dagger. And he just starts like scrolling it in.
Right, I marked off a copper for the gentleman, and so then.
What does it say though?
Yeah, I'm just gonna turn to get the year.
So far, he's on the 1 of 18.
Wait,
we were on 17.
yeah, because I wrote the 18 Sarah Peak, and then I just left him to finish it while I'm drumming up the crowd's applause for his copper and his contribution in history of being part of my magnificence.
So, it's the 18th of the 8th. He writes 15. So you know you're in that decade. That's good. It's 1543.
Well, that's century.
Yeah.
1543, did you say?
Yeah.
What were we on when we went in? I actually don't know.
1543.
That's the same year. That's
Yeah.
all right. And okay.
You're about 7 or 8 months in the future.
Okay.
So then I'm just going to finish with a crescendo of applause and then say to the man,
It's
"You've
just
no
you
idea.
applauding. Other people don't know what the fuck is happening.
You've no idea how fortunate you are. You've become a part of history. Never forget where you were. Never forget that you've touched. Well, you haven't touched these hands, but you
He
know
just
what I
puts the
mean."
dagger away and walks away with the copper. He doesn't care.
Then I'm just going to walk back to the others. Like, let's get out of here. I don't want to be Dash anymore.
And you will all remember this as the day that you saw Dash Heidman.
How fucking annoyed are you guys going to be if he really becomes like the number 2 pirate because of this? Like all the way through, like you basically started the pirate campaign now, so all the way through Dash becomes like one of the most revered pirates in the land.
Yeah, it'd be awful for anyone who can't look like that.
But he's going to be a fake
pirate like Captain Roberts. Do you know?
I mean, he's a fake everything else, so it just works.
I feel like he would be, if you've ever watched Our Flag Means Death, I feel like he'd be the posh pirate, like the like the nice pirate. Like I feel like that would be his whole MO. Yeah, so you guys walk out of the tavern. You're back on the main sort of city streets, I guess.
I'm keeping these like elusive to people around us as much as possible, and trying to get hold of Finn and be like, you know, where's our boat then? Essentially.
Well, it takes a few minutes. I have to talk to the dock keep. I'm waiting to find out his itinerary.
I expected quicker.
It's my first day.
It's gonna be your last if you don't hurry up.
Right. I'll let him know. He's having a bit of trouble drying off. Someone pushed him into the water, so we're just waiting.
Some dockmaster he is if he falls into water.
I think he was shoved by someone.
We'll go speak to the watermaster then.
Yes, sir. Madam. He walks away. He's unsure.
I love that for him. The grand title for everyone is Madam there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some male pirate gets fucking offended at that now and is just like, what? Slate, you may want to change your form as, you know, inconspicuously as you can.
We can find somewhere to do it. We can find somewhere to do it happily.
Hatsu, could you find him a dark corner by any chance?
Sure.
Eos, you're getting a few looks in your full garb and stuff. People are paying closer attention to you.
Yeah.
Because you're trying not to have attention paid to you. It's too like it's a lot. Like
It's
your
too
whole setup.
obvious.
Yeah, it's a lot. Even here. Like people look at a
Gotcha.
Matreon all the time too, but it's something that she's kind of inherently used to, so I don't point it out all the time. For you, it's more of a thing that you'd be cripplingly aware of, that there's just like a lot of people around you that are kind of paying attention as they walk past.
Okay.
The Madriana too, she's also drawing looks, but for many, many reasons.
So Hatsu would look for a corner for Slate to change. What time of the day is it actually? It's a night, evening, morning, midday?
I think it's like midday from what we were saying before.
Yeah,
we
I
got in
think
about
it's-
11 a.m. I think.
It's something like that. Yeah, let me have a quick look. It should be in their calendar, but I'll double check. Oh, it says 8 p.m. actually, sorry. So I don't know.
Yeah, so would it be already dark? It's
It'd be
crazy. In
darkish,
my
yeah.
calendar it says almost 9. Is it
Yeah, 8
because
PM,
of the
yeah.
different time zones?
Live in the future, Biz.
No, 8 p.m. 8 p.m. is like half 8. Like it's not like I was just rounding down.
Yeah, just my clock is different in the calendar. That's why I'm asking.
Right now it is 8:49 p.m. and 46 seconds.
Ah, okay. Yeah, okay. Then we beat the same. Yeah, he's like actively looking out for a quiet spot.
Who has the hat again? I don't remember who it was. Was it Madrona?
Emergiana.
Okay, I'm gonna
Yeah.
put it in your inventory in a second. Okay. I just want to make sure that I don't forget, so I'm just double checking.
That's fine.
Yeah. So make an investigation check, please.
Investigaciones.
Meant to say Hatsu. My bad.
That's a 15.
You have no issues finding a place for Slate to change. You kind of go back in looking for Eos, one would imagine. Oh no, you found Eos. Sorry, she came out with a thing. But you go into where Eos was, the bathroom, the restroom. That would be the easiest place. Apologies, Eos. Sorry, I had it in my head that I had to remember to go get you, but I forgot. And then you came out anyway, so perfect. Sorry. Yeah, you go back in. You can just get changed there. That's fine.
While Slate's doing that thing, Eos will take it the opportunity to reapply Disguise Self.
In the street?
Oh, in the bathroom.
Oh, you go back to the bathroom as well. Okay.
Yeah. It's
Alright.
too awkward in the garbage shot.
Yeah. How many spell slots do you have?
Well, that's the second of my 4 first taken, so
Cool.
we're halfway through the first.
You're fine. Yeah. So you come back out in your more human form. No problem.
Just the eels kicking the dirt like, God damn it, not a slot. God.
It's okay. Don't worry. You'll get them back when you've had a week of long rest.
In 10 years?
Just wait for another book episode. Yeah, no problem. So yeah, you use your slot and you wisely take a different form. It'll take a few minutes for the dockmaster to do all of his stuff. It's not something that is immediately very quick, but it is something that Finn is trying to speed up through bribery and whatever. He's trying to figure out how to break a gold piece. he's on it though. He's figuring it out. Yeah. You guys
I'm just basically keeping an eye around us, making sure nobody gets too close to any of us. And I'm also keeping an eye out for my father's minions, anyone that basically would be reporting back.
Oh, they're
and trying
everywhere,
to,
man. Yeah, for sure.
yeah, but trying to see if there's anyone specifically that notices me,
Yeah,
like recognizes. I mean,
make a perception check.
really don't want to be here. That's a 8.
That's
Seems
nice,
to be
rocking
okay.
a 20 so nicely.
I know.
That happens to Ryan a lot. Yeah, no, it's yeah, it seems like nobody's massively noticed you at the moment.
Come on, Finn. We don't have all day.
I'm trying.
I walk up to the dockmaster. What's the hold up?
Some fucking wanker pushed me into the water. My sheet's ruined.
Well, that was unfortunate. And if you see him again, point him out. If I'm still here, I'll push him in the water for you.
Yeah, he's right there. He points at Dash. No, you changed. Shit.
He changed.
Shit!
Yeah. That's why I got him to change.
God damn it. All right, you're okay. Yeah. One day.
See, I know your mind by now, bro.
Yeah.
Right now.
He says he's right there, and he looks over and realizes Dash isn't there. So we'll say that he. Yeah.
Was it that pompous twat with the funny coloured suit?
Yeah.
I saw him in the bar. Yeah, he was acting the bollocks a little bit.
What is it you want?
We just want passage to Azazaki. You must have some cargo
wanna go
ship
there?
going past.
Cargo.
I mean, I don't pay you to know my business. I pay you to find me passage.
We have a people runner going tomorrow, but not a cargo
That's
ship.
not good enough. I need to go now.
Fucking.
Even that runs by the coast.
Coast.
We can make our way into land. Just can't make our way across this deep sea.
Give me 5 minutes. Come back. I'll see what I can do.
Okay. Thank you. Finn,
Yeah.
money. I'll deal with it now.
Ah. Is he giving it to you, or who's he giving it to?
He's giving it back to me because
He goes to hand it to the dockmaster.
I'm now dealing with the dockmaster myself.
He goes to hand it to the dockmaster, and then you just intercept.
I tell you what, Finn. Here you go. Here is. So I'm just checking what I've got. Here's 13 copper.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to go, grab some fresh fruit, veg, that kind of stuff that we can have
Alright.
to use and eat on our travel.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. And come back here with it, or?
Yes, ready to travel with us.
Yes, ma'am. He like scurries off. comes back with all 13 copper worth of fruit, or
You just get things that we can eat easily, and just you have sense, right?
60
You
pineapples.
understand.
yes.
We have a day's worth of travel. There's 7 of us. I just want to make sure we're well fed with nice things. Okay?
Nice things. Okay.
Nice fruit and veg, stuff that's good for you.
Oh, okay. Right. He runs off into the
No pies as well.
He runs in through the main gates into the city.
Fucking children these days.
The dockmaster, he said the captain, says he points to the Dread Captain's ships, like, well, they're going to Dondarum. They can probably get you down as far as maybe that area, but it'll be a tough walk. In about 2 hours, that ship is going to Yokoshi. That's a few days walk from Asazaki, but they have to go to Quinlan Hugh, so it's that, or tomorrow you can take the people carrier, but that goes down the main river in between, and then it's maybe a half day's walk to Asazaki.
How do I get back to the main map page? Sorry.
On the main page, it should just say map. Oh, sorry, we're not. Oh, sorry. Yeah, here you go. Apologies.
Thank you. Just wanted to see. So he said the first one can get us to Dundrum. No, what was it called?
If he could get you to Dundrum, that would be fair. He can get. If the first one goes to Dorndarum, which is the island that these guys are from. But that means traveling with the Dread Captain. The other one would be they're going to Yokoshi and Quinlan Hugh, and that is down by, like, that's a few days travel from Asazaki, and then tomorrow there's a people carrier that's heading down to a connection point that is actually between Yokoshi and Asazaki, and that would be far closer. That'd be like a half day's travel, or a little more if you're just shit at travel.
That second one that's an hour long, where would that? Oh, the one that's in an hour's time, how much travel between there and Asazaki would it be?
Much further, because they have to swing around the island and go back up. They have to kind of like rubber band around it. They won't bypass Saganatoshi, so they have to go a different way, so it's a lot more time. They will go up through the mainland of Arboris, so it's like basically going up around Gomgalore, down by Anbadan, and then up into the heart of Arboris. So, like, you're talking a couple days travel, like a good few days travel, with that, like, that specific one, because of the way it has to go around. The people carrier can take you in the Midland, but they don't go past Saganatoshi anyway, so they can get you down as far as Asazaki, but that's not till tomorrow, and that would be like about a day's or 2 days travel or something. The other one that's leaving tonight is probably more like, I'd say the guts of a week-ish. Like, it could be more or less. I can calculate it for you if I need to, but I don't know right now. I'm just looking at the main thing.
We don't have lodgings here in this city. Is there like one of your outbuildings here by the docks that we could maybe kip up in overnight until the passenger one tomorrow?
I mean,
Hudson notches Adriana a little bit.
Yes, Hatsu?
Do you think it's a good idea to stay overnight?
No, but I honestly don't think we have much of a choice unless you want to be on a boat for 4 days.
Still think it's better than staying here. They will know shortly.
Bear with me, Dockmaster. Let me just ask my companions here what we prefer.
Mm-hmm.
So, everyone, there's 3 ships. The first one is with the guy that we just pissed off in the tavern. So I'm suggesting that's probably not our best option. Second one is it going in about an hour's time, so we would be out of here pretty quickly. However, it's like a 4-day journey back to Asazaki.
Would there be other people on that?
There will, but not many. Then tomorrow, and this is the problem, there's a passenger line that goes to Asazaki. Now that's a couple of days, which means obviously
Vinia would be your issue. Hatsu thinks maybe we should take the second one, but it does mean we're on the boat longer and travel longer.
So an hour gives us time to get the provisions
I've already
and
sent
be
for some.
out before somebody sends more.
Okay. Is everyone happy with that?
Yeah, second option is best. I'll figure it out.
I mean, whatever you guys decide. I mean, we don't necessarily have to rule out the first option. Just because he lost at drinking doesn't mean he won't take coin and drop us off.
No, but it does mean they'll probably slit our throats while we're asleep and throw us over the boat.
Could be fun.
He just wants to play with the fire, but playing with fire on the boat is a bad idea.
Yes.
Yeah, fire spreads on wooden boats.
Yes. We've had our occasion of being burnt already by someone.
Yeah.
Let's not do it again quite so soon, eh?
Nah.
You
Stockmaster?
know that if you die as Dash, you also die as Slate, right?
We don't want to lose Slate.
I mean, I would assume that's how it works. If it's not, and that's what happens, I'll let you know, but I would assume that's how it works.
If it's not, you've got infinite lives. And I'm going to turn back around and go back to the Dockmaster.
Yes.
We'll take the second boat in an hour's time.
Very well.
How much is passage?
That's a good question. He starts to look at his sheet, but he can't see. How many of you are there?
7.
Any special requirements?
I mean, somewhere that would be quiet, like a room might be good.
Not on this one. This is a cargo. You won't get a room on this. You'll just all be together.
Can we be together separated from any other person? Like
Yes.
even one section of the cargo?
It's a living, breathing ship. I mean, you can ask the captain, but
Okay.
I
So
don't
yes,
think it's possible to not see anybody on this journey. You're
So
together
there's
for a week.
7 of us then.
Yeah. I think we'd be talking probably 2 silver pieces
For the 7 of us?
if you're feeding yourselves.
You said it's a 4-day journey roughly, right?
I'm just going to check now for you, but it's just loading. It's going to take me a few minutes to check the journey, but I think it's roughly a week. It's somewhere in and around a week. It could be a little longer, it could be a little shorter, because you have to go. You're basically swinging around Ouroboros. So like you're going up the aisles, down the back, like the top end of Ouroboros, and swinging down the shoreline, and then like coming straight into a river that's like leads to like a lake in the middle, and then shoots off to Yokoshi. And then Yokoshi is like still a fair walk from Yokoshi to Asazaki. You still have to cross through the jungles and across the river and then through the other jungle to get in.
We can do that part. How about I give you 4 silver and you forget any of our faces, or that you book this for us?
Done.
We'll be over here in the corner, keeping ourselves to ourselves. You tell us when and where to get on.
All right. That kid who's with you is making quite the mess over there. He points over and Finn is like dropping fruit everywhere. He's just carrying it in his hands and it's just like...
Had to be a deal with you and stuff that in your bag.
So I'm the babysitter, okay.
No, just the food holder.
No, just put him in the bag and then we're all sorted.
All right.
I mean, that is one way to get rid of him.
I mean, that's what you said.
Right, Eos.
Hatsu moves
Aldrin
off.
over there in the corner.
Aldrin, come on, stop getting sick for 5 minutes, please.
I'll go over and help Hatsu picking up all this fruit.
I'll do this, madam. It's fine.
So it takes.
She gives you a look, and there's this like from the light on the eyes, it just kind of squints out a bit, just kind of like, "Oh, you motherfucker!"
It would take 6 days on this particular vessel to do this journey. It would have taken like 12 on yours, your old one. This is the long way
that's
around
fine.
for sure.
It's quicker yet further.
Well, it's just the route they have to take because they refuse to
Yeah.
pass Psycho.
So, Finn is your name, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Since when do you do this?
I just worked on the docks here. He bought me.
So who sold you?
That would be our family.
Are they so desperate, or was there kind of an argument?
I guess just desperation.
So if there would be a solution, could you go back home?
I guess. I don't know that I really want to. Would you?
I don't think so. So there's two things you might be able to do with your freedom. One,
I'm not free. I belong to. I'm not sure where he went. One of these people.
no, you don't. You only belong to you. So it's your decision to make. There's one, you can come on a journey with us and decide what you want to become. Or you stay here, try to make some money to support your family. What you want to do?
Until I'm dead or set free, I belong to Dash.
Dash is just a mystery. He's not real.
Sure, but he owns me.
Nobody owns anybody.
No, but he.
It's just the illusion in your head that makes you think that it is that way.
No, but he won me.
You're not a product. You're a person.
But he won me.
Alright. He pulls out his katana
Oh God.
and
I'm sorry,
He
ma'am. I didn't mean
puts-
to offend you.
he puts the backside on his left shoulder and he says, "In the name of the Toshitsugu clan, I might set you free from all your oaths and all your boundaries to fulfill your destiny." And he puts this on the other side. He says, "May the bee guide you. May the bee with you. May the bee guide you to find your true self. You now shall set be free." And then he puts it away and he says, "Here we go. Now you can do what you want."
So what are you? You Dash's bodyguard?
No. I cut off everything you owe to him.
So like his head of security?
I.
So, as Slate, obviously I was standing by while all this was happening, so I just want to lean into Finn and Hatsu, starting off by looking at Hatsu and saying, "Sure, Dash might not be happy about this, but anyway," and then turn back to Finn and say, "Finn, there is another option. If you don't want to go home and you don't want to come with us on this particular journey, there is a place where you could have a job. It's safe, food, bed, board. All you'd have to do is clean and look after an empty castle, bastion type place. You could send money home. After a while, you could invite your family, maybe. That's another option. Just putting it out there. Safe, clean, well fed, decent weather, employment, honest man's work.
You mean Dundarum?
No, it's another location, but if you're interested, could give you some of the details.
I mean, the only family I care about at all is my sister, and she's on that ship over there.
Exchange glances with everybody who's there.
When he says that ship, is it the Dread Pirates?
Yeah, for sure.
How much do I care?
How much do I care?
Let's phrase it different. Are you in the situation to help your sister right now? Finn,
Not yet.
do we want us to take your sister with force from these men?
I think you're all new here. Is that...
No, you don't know, Finn. You just know the world that you know, but that's not the world.
No, but if you kill pirates, they all come for you. That's...
Exactly, that's why I ask you, are you in the position to set your sister free now?
I just want to work for my new Master Dash, and I don't want to cause any problems.
No, this is what you say that you want, but it is not what you want.
Would the Dread Pirates sell your sister? Could you buy her back? If you had the coin, of course.
Not with my earnings. Are you a Slate
No,
or Dash right now? What are you actually?
Oh, I'm Slate.
You're Slate.
I'm
Okay.
Slate. So, would the Dread Pirate sell her if you had the coin?
Do you? I don't know. Not to me. Because then he would wonder where I got the coin from, and probably slaughter me, my family, anyone important to me and my family.
But he would be open to the idea of trading some of his crew, like your sister, for coin. He's done it before, obviously.
Sure. Yeah.
And what's the normal going rate for one of these transactions, usually?
It depends on the value of the person.
And if you were to hazard a guess, the value of your sister to him?
It depends on who's asking. If I ask, infinitely more, so that I can't afford it. If one of you ask right now, probably infinitely more because he doesn't like you very much.
It's interesting you should say that because he doesn't know me, but if you were to hazard a guess, if somebody of relative importance, somebody who had the coin who approached him, what would the ballpark figure be? Have you heard before? At a guess.
I think we were sold for like 2 or 3 silvers, so I don't know.
Is the Dread Pirates boat was along the moorings, the docks, but just further down, because we were outside there looking to get that boat and then went into the tavern and then came out. So I presume they're still all there milling around on the boat.
Yeah, they're preparing to like preparing to leave, basically. They don't want to be here anymore for some reason. So they are currently reloading the ship with the last few bits that weren't done by the dock rats, and then yeah.
I'm going to hold a little coin purse and then gesture to the group. You know, it's quite obvious where I'm going with this, and gesture towards the ship.
But Slate, what are we going to do with them?
Oh, that's not our choice.
That's also not the question.
In
Please
1 hour,
don't,
they'll both be dead.
please don't kill either of us.
No, that's not a question. Don't worry about that, Finn. I just mean, you. Let's say that you do this, right? That you somehow manage to persuade him. Okay. They're here in this town. They just get sold again, or sell themselves into this kind of line of work.
I'm sure we could pay for passage. Like I said,
Where?
employment. We're
What
starting to
Slade is
build.
trying to say is he seeks for someone that cleans his room when he's not there.
I understand, and I don't think it's a bad idea, but to just drop them there and be like, get on with it. There's
As
nothing
opposed
sustainable
to
there at the
stay
moment.
here.
There's nothing sustainable there yet. We haven't nothing in place.
Finn, can you fish?
Are you going to kill me if I can't? I can learn.
If you were so successful with fishing than with carrying fruits,
Yes, ma'am.
You
I'm
might-
sorry. I will practice more. I'm sorry.
Can your sister fish?
She's the best fisher I've ever seen. I've never seen a better fisher.
How many fishers have you seen, Finn?
Just her. No, we work in the docks, so we see a lot of fisher people, fisher mams.
Okay. Is she older than you, younger, same age?
Well, she's younger than me.
How old are you, Finn?
Does my age keep me
How
alive?
old are you?
I'm
How
17.
old are you?
Your sister's what? 15? Do I know that family? Because I like to think I know a lot of what goes on in this town.
I'll give you a history check. I won't give you advantage or disadvantage. You can just have your straight roll. Because I typically would give you disadvantage, but I like giving you guys advantage on things that are in the areas you come from. So I'll just give it a straight roll.
It's just on your 15.
15. You probably wouldn't know him, but if you ask his surname, he tells you that it's Bresh. His father is someone who's in debt with your family and has like serious gambling and alcohol problems. Probably sold his kids for that reason. Wife probably isn't even, well, I say wife, isn't even aware anymore that happened or whatever. Wouldn't knowingly know that was what was going on. He would have just probably taken the initiative to do that. Yeah. But the Bresh family, you would know whether or not you know Finn or his sister. But yeah.
What's her name?
Sorry.
What's your sister's name?
I really don't want her to get hurt.
We're whether for the right intentions or not, we're trying to make sure that doesn't happen.
Her name is Jexy.
Jexy, okay. I do have one other option, guys, but it's the better option of what we've got, is all I'm going to say.
What is that, Major Joanna?
Well, there's only one person in this town I trust.
Yourself.
No, strangely.
Is it the wobbly missus?
Not quite. No. She's
Or
not
your
here,
friend.
remember?
Or
She's
your
not
friend
here.
from the night?
Yeah, she's not here, remember? She's where
yeah.
you're... Yes.
I'm getting confused with what was and what we've seen, what also was past, and
I
I'm
know.
confused.
I could send them to someone close to home.
How close?
Some might say maternal.
We could call upon them later, perhaps.
Exactly my thoughts.
I'm going to take out some parchment and start writing in my forgery kit with the new information of the family name, the daughter's name, and in debt with the Archon. With Adriana, I'm going to go over and start to do a draft of a demand letter that might be written from somebody who works from the Archon, saying, this person is my property, you're about to leave the city, you know, and I'm going to put some silver in it, and that it's written that one of the admin say, more or less at the bottom, you can take the money, or it's something like take the money or it'll be your life. And I'm kind of spitballing this with Adriana. Something like this. Is this how it would go?
Adriana like kind of just puts her hand on your hand. That won't work. He already doesn't believe that he doesn't exist. And honestly, I don't want to throw around the name too much. Leave this with me for a minute.
So I'll just crumple it up and put it back in, start trying to clean off the wet ink, etc. And then just put it back in my pack.
I'm gonna walk over to the Dread Pirates boat.
Ma'am, please don't get yourself hurt, please.
I won't, don't worry. You stay here and have some of that orange. You're looking a bit sickly.
I think he needs it more. Pointing to Slate, who's completely fucking gaunt and pale and like...
He definitely needs some. Will you peel him an orange?
Also looking very, very tired for some unknown reason.
He peels an orange and hands it to you, Slate.
I'm going to walk up to the gangplank. I'm not going to step up it. I'm just going to, with the heel of my boot, just tap, tap, tap
You've
on the
got to be
gangplank.
fucking kidding me. What?
My apologies for this interruption.
Any more myths or legends you want me to meet?
I wish to barter, but I also do genuinely intend to give your name to that person. Whether you believe it or not, they do exist. And you've shown your characteristics as a strong person, someone that he would probably enjoy working with, someone I'd be happy to give him the name of. But I would like to barter, if you'd be up for it.
What the fuck could I possibly have that you want? Is this what all of these theatrics are about? You could have just come up. We would have sold you something.
Honestly, it was more of an audition. Like I said, I do genuinely have a contact to such a person, and I wanted to get the medal of you, which, like I said, you impressed.
I'll barter with you if you answer 2 questions for me.
A fair barter?
Fairer than I would have done.
What are your questions?
Why the fuck are you traveling around with someone who is very closely connected to the Vanguard?
You, as well as I, within the lines of work that we're in, know that knowledge is very much more valuable than any of the stuff you've got in that hold. I travel around with this person because it gives me access to things that someone looking like me wouldn't usually get.
Well, if they keep flashing that sword around in places like this, they're gonna get that sword put through them. Take that as a friendly warning, not a threat.
I understand and appreciate. Your second?
What is the real motivation for this entire charade taking my hat? Just doesn't make sense.
May I approach?
He glances around. You get the idea. He's sizing up your...
I put my hands up like,
Yeah. He walks away as you're walking up the plank, and he goes and he leans against the mast.
being completely honest, I intended to steal your ship. The best way to do that was to get your hat and take command of your ship. But, as I said, you impressed. You did better than I thought. Proved to be much more unpliable than most would be. Which, as a sign of goodwill, I'll take the hat off and I'll hold it out for him to take from me.
He reaches out and he takes it, and he sort of looks at it, but he doesn't put it back on. He just has it in his hand.
Trust me, if there was going to be a blade, it wouldn't be in the hat.
If you're here to barter for me and my ship, it's not for sale. There's a reason I haven't upgraded in all these years.
Like I said, it wasn't for the ship. You have a personnel on board. Came as a pair with the one that we won off of you earlier on.
Jexy.
I wish to take him off your hands.
Fucking why?
Let's just say information, as I said, is more powerful. They're able to get to places that I want them to get to.
I agree that information is powerful, so I wonder why you're trying to buy the girl and take her to Azazaki. You talked very loud in a tavern.
Oh, I make no bones about where I'm going. I need someone unassuming to infiltrate someone for me. No clearer than that.
There's nothing of value in that place.
There'd be many that would say there's nothing of value here. Nothing but scoundrels, thieves, murderers. Yet we know there's a pretty penny to be made here if you know what you're doing. There's money to be made everywhere. There's power to be taken everywhere. It's just if you know the right things. How much? And I know what you paid for her. That's why I asked for a fair trade.
You already got one for free.
That was fair and square. He did actually beat you.
I'm going to give you a persuasion check with advantage to see how close to the 1 silver that he paid it is, not one being a gold piece.
It's a 10.
4 silver. And you can take her here. No questions.
Two. And that's doubled your price. What you paid.
Three for wasting my time.
Oh, you have to admit it was a little bit fun. But okay.
3 and I removed the bounty I just put on your friend.
As much as I'd love to see him take a few digs, I'd rather be the one to do it myself. So, yes, 3 and you remove the bounty. Do I have Your word?
I have one more question. How the fuck do you put up with him for so long?
Yeah. Would it be surprising to know that I was actually the first person to ever stab him?
Something tells me he won't be the last.
Tells me that too. I'm hoping I might be the last when he's outgrown his use.
Alright, 3 silver for the girl and the removal of the bounty. Just do me a favor. If you ever need anything from us again, you come and ask. If I see him again, I'm inclined to react a lot more hostile.
Fair enough.
I've always wanted to know what happens if you fire someone out of a cannon, so...
Okay, now you have me intrigued. That was something I never thought I ever needed to see until now.
I've got cannons here if you want to bring them up.
Not today. I need him right now. But we'll see about that in the future.
And if I do encounter him, is my issue with him or with all of you?
Depends how far you take it. If it's to give him a quick back slap, then... yeah, he probably fucking deserves that, let's be honest.
How far I take it is probably the 50 foot that the cannon can throw him. Alright, you have a deal.
I take out the free silver that I'd already prepared to give him anyway.
He nods
Where
as
is
he
she?
puts his hat back on and he corrects it, and as that happens he nods and someone brings over the girl. She has shackles to her hands and feet. We thought she might flee after you won who you won.
My dear, you're gonna come with me, as I have your brother as well.
She looks more horrified because, Adriana, your motivations are pure, but your appearance is not.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I'm kind of metal almost all over, whereas he's just metal in the jaw.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we'll reacquaint you. Figure it'd be better if you guys stayed together. But I ask that you trust me and not try to run, because I am much, much quicker.
She just nods. All right.
Would you remove the shackles, please?
He just looks towards the guy who's just leading it and just waiting for anything, and he just nods. And the guy unshackles him. Get the fuck off my ship.
It was a pleasure doing business with you.
It was something.
Should I need you? Where do I look for you?
You can always find us in Dorndoran. Especially
Good
if
to
you
know.
bring Mr. Heidman with you.
Maybe we'll have a rematch.
Maybe.
A fun one, though. And I just grab the little girl's hand and start walking down the gangplank.
Is he real?
I just stop. Look over my shoulder towards him. He'll be in touch.
Fair enough. All right, let's get the fuck out of here. He heads off. There's a bit more of a pep to his step now that he has his hat back. There was a lot of confidence riding in one piece of attire, but there's certainly a sense of appreciation.
So I'm going to walk the girl back to the group. Let her probably, last 20 yards or whatever, run over to her brother, as she probably would do. Slate, I wonder if I wouldn't be able to borrow a piece of parchment from your kit there and something to write with.
So I just take it out, hand it over.
On the parchment, I write look after them. Now, this is all in the coding, but essentially what the note will eventually say is, look after them, keep them away from him, and it's just signed with the letter A. And then I fold it 3 ways, and there's a thing that you do within the guilds and stuff where you fold the ends in a certain way so that it's almost like a, what do they call it, the, you know, like the Chinese finger trap.
Yeah.
So if you open it, there's no way, unless you know how to fold it back in, there's no way to put it back in. It was something that her mother taught her. And then on the fold, to make sure that it, like, if it was open again, you'd have to get that exactly right again for it to line up. She's going to draw her mother's symbol. I think we've got about 40 minutes left until the boat comes. I'm going to escort these two, but I kind of want you guys to come with me, but I also kind of don't, because I don't want you to get any more trouble. It's up to you. If we do this, though, we will have to be quiet and not draw attention.
Well, I would love to be with you on this, but I don't think Eos should go in, and I don't think Slate should be alone. And Eldrin is still vomiting the shit out of him.
I'm sure that the 3 of us could look after ourselves if you guys wanted to head on.
In the background, Finn and Jexy are just hugging. They thought they wouldn't see each other again, at least, if at all, for a long time. So, there's tears from Jexy about it, yeah.
Slate, with all due to respect, I think you're reliving your puberty. And I'm not convinced that you won't do anything stupid.
Eos and Eldrin are here. What could possibly go wrong?
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Amagiana walks up to Hatsu and just gives him a hug. If I'm not back before the boat leaves, go, and I'll find you.
Aye.
So I'm going to grab Finn and Jexy, and essentially I'm going to run them in through the back streets, through the shadows, literally every trick I know to get them to my estate, essentially to the gates of my estate. And I'm going to do it at a very rapid pace.
Ma'am, where are we going?
I just saved you from a very particularly horrible life at sea. All I ask is that you trust me and you trust the person that I'm going to take you to. Do you understand?
There's nothing left for us here.
But there could be. Who I'm going to leave you with will give you a very good life if you listen.
If our father sees us again, he's going to think we fled. He will... Is there somewhere else I can just take them?
You can explain this to the person I leave you with. Trust me, there is literally no one safer in this city than who I'm delivering you to. Okay? So yeah, hop, skip, and a jump, absolute belting it through, but being as quiet and as sneaky as possible. I get them to what would be the block as such before the front gates. I know there's 2 guards always at the front gate as ever. So I hang back and I stop them. This letter, I need you to give it to the guard at those gates. You see the big white gates there?
Yes.
You go up to the guard
Okay.
and you hand them this and you say, it is to be opened by none but the recipient. They will know who you're talking about, okay? From this mark. And you wait, and they will lead you in and hopefully take you to this person. She will look after you, okay? Now be good. Do as you're told. Okay?
Yes. Well,
Go.
thank you, Mom. He starts to walk away, but Jaxie just runs and she gives you a hug. About half your kind of height, a little bit more. She gives you a hug. Thank you.
Quick. Don't tell them guards I was with you, okay? Go.
They run over to the guards, and there's like a look of confusion on the guard's face, and they take the letter. Like one of them takes the letter, like kind of like almost antagonizingly from the kid. They just snatch it off the kid. They start reading it, and then the eyes widen. They look around, definitely not seeing you because you're fucking a mage on it. They look over at each other, and he hands them the letter to the other guard, and the other guard looks down and then looks around and just shrugs, and he's like, okay. And one of them just leads the kids to where they need to be. A specific figure, I'm assuming, that we met recently, not only in the book but in Saganatoshi, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the idea is, again, nobody read that letter because of this insignia on it, and they would have taken these two children straight to my mother.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, right. Okay, perfect. Because I was actually going to point out that that person may or may not be here depending on how things went. So I thought you were talking about Warby. So that's good.
No, if it had been Warby, I'd have taken him to the Spiv.
Yeah. Okay. I get what you mean.
That's why I took him to my house.
Yeah, I got you. I thought you were trying to get guards. I had a different thing in my mind. So I get what you mean. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, basically I've delivered them to my mother with the instructions of look after them, keep them away from him, and my initial A.
Okay. So what we'll do then is, I know we're quite close to the end of the session, but we're going to take a little break here. This makes the most sense. Just because we haven't had a cut-off point or jumping off point so far. So we're going to take 10, maybe a little more minutes, and we'll be back, and we will continue from there. And we'll jump into the very last chapter of this, because we're actually going to be wrapping up in less than an hour. So, cool. Perfect. Enjoy your break. We will be RB. Woo! And we're back for the last 40 minutes or so. Let's kick in. So, on the topic of, let's say notoriety before we kick the boat off. Because of your actions here with the kid and with everything that you did, and obviously having a drinking competition and winning against the pirate, I have given you all honor. Except Slate. I gave it to Dash because he was the one that was present for the drinking competition. Slate, you weren't there, so technically you don't get it. But all of the rest of you will be getting honor for this. I guess one of the downsides maybe of taking someone else's image for a moment like this, but it was worth it. I think it was definitely a good one. So I've updated Dash accordingly, not Slate, and the rest of you all got a +1 to whatever you were doing, because there is some sense of notoriety in the group of what you did here as your crew with this. It will be remembered by the probably dethroned number 6 pirates to 7, I guess, probably after they hear about this. But yeah, there will be consequences throughout the Isles. But Slate, just know that you are the secret hero of this because you did do a lot. Yeah, but you'll have to steal some honor from Dash later. That's probably the way to do this.
Dash will lose it soon enough. Don't worry about that. It's Dash.
It's Dash, yeah. So it is, as I've said before, just to confirm, because this doesn't happen very often, honor in our campaign isn't just about honor as it stands as the meaning of the word honor. It's actually a sense of notoriety as well, like completing actions that make sense for your character or characters. In this case, being loud and obnoxious was honor for Dash because he made such a big deal. He won a drinking competition against the pirate. That's probably the most honor that Dash has gotten. And Kian isn't even playing him today. So that's a big deal. But besides that,
you're welcome, Kian.
Yeah, I'm sure
you're gonna have to go and mug an orphanage or something just to balance it out.
Yeah, but you're gonna have to do something super fucking messed up and bring his honor back down. You'll have to start. And I feel like, knowing you're probably working on it. So
we got 40 minutes. I got this.
Furtwar has orphanages, right?
Not anymore.
But because of that. Cool. All right, so we are boarding a ship as a group of 6, I guess.
6 now. We paid for 7, but
Yeah.
it don't matter.
So, while Adriana was off delivering the 2 to our house,
That's right. Yeah, okay, yeah.
I was
What
going
were
to
you guys
take some time to use my forgery kit and write a letter, my wax seal, etc. And just having spent time on the dock, I'm sure there's lots of communication to and from for commerce, trade, whatever have you. So I just want to send a letter, so the address of which I'll write on the letter, and the content I'll write in the letter, so I'll send to you later. So I just want to pay the fee for the delivery, I suppose. Which again, you can message me or tell me now, whatever you prefer.
Kind of depends where you want to send it.
Well, currently, I just want to, in terms of above the table, I just want to send a letter. So can we arrange this outside of the session? Can I mark it off, or we'll do it next section?
You can take the headphones off if you want to tell Roper.
You can do that if you like.
Okay, we'll do
yeah.
headphones off moment. I was going to just say which island, but if it's something that would give it away anyway, then yeah, headphones off. Yeah, cool.
Perfect. What I want to do is send a letter where I sent one before. I want to reach out to the Lunarkin, so I'll send you the details of which.
Send that. Okay, so that's pretty far down, and they can only. You have to give them instructions, obviously, as a courier, to not go in to the woods of Hartwell, just to leave it and pin it to a tree.
Before.
Yeah.
Yeah, same as before.
So,
exactly.
That would be because we've adjusted our prices. That would
And there's
be...
no rush on this. It's not that it has to be fast. It can wait if there's commercial travel in a week's time. It doesn't.
It won't be
matter.
going
It just
there
has-
anyway because it's the furthest point.
Yeah.
But that is something that's specialty. I think I charged you a gold piece last time, so it would be the guts of, say, a silver for this, because I've adjusted the prices in the campaign. I didn't actually think about couriers, but I will work on a courier list in the meantime for how far it costs to go where.
That's no problem.
But yeah.
I believe as well. Previously, to start the drinking, I paid 4 silver, and obviously we said the wager was settled by whoever lost. So can I take 3 silver back, having paid 1 for this? Does that work?
He gave the coin patch to the.
I'm happy to leave it at that then. So I'll just mark 1
I
silver
think
off.
I
Yeah,
forgot
no
it, but I think he forgot it too. So I'll roll with that.
fine,
Yeah.
fine. Yeah, there was enough going on, so I'll just mark off the 1 silver. There we go.
Perfect.
Perfecto.
Cool.
Yep,
Because you
that's
can
it.
basically
I'll
in the
send you
heart
the
of the
content.
Isles, that's probably silver. I'm going to figure out how much. I might adjust the prices, but that'll be a future adjustment. So for now, we'll say it's 1 silver, and we'll push
Absolutely fine. I've got it, so I'm happy to spend it, and I'll send you the content of that for future reference.
Cool. Courier heads off, and they'll take it with them. They're going down to Broader anyway, so they'll do it on their way there. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. And so, Majani, you would rejoin the group.
Are we ready to get on the boat?
Yeah, sooner better.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, will they do good where they are?
Hopefully, yes.
But they have a choice.
They'll have more choice where they are than they'll ever have had anywhere else here.
We have to come back for them at some point.
That's the intention, Hatsu. That's the intention.
Aye.
We couldn't offer them anything out on the road. And we've got nowhere to send them to just yet.
Agreed.
But this is the best place for now.
That was really nice what you did, Major. That was really good.
Well, I suppose that's yet to be decided. If my requests in the letter are withheld, then they should be okay, but let's just hope my father doesn't get hold of them. Hopefully not.
Oh yeah.
Hope your father doesn't get hold of anyone.
That's very true, too. Once we've been and seen Mummy Dearest, Eos, I do think maybe we should go back to Saigon Atoshi.
Oh yeah.
One, to see how things have progressed, and two, I need to see if Warby's still there.
Oh my, yes.
Should have the update of what's happened since we've been gone. Right. Dockmaster, is this boat ready yet, or when are we going?
Go ahead. It's over there. They're boarding now. Just give them
Remember.
this, and he hands over just this little piece of paper that just, it literally has nothing on it. It just says, let them on. It's just it.
Right. Remember, you didn't see us, okay?
Who are you?
Thank you very much.
No, I
Come
meant
on,
really,
Eldrin.
and you just walk away.
Eos, do you need help propping him up, or have you got him? Eldrin.
He'll be fine. No, he really won't. Come here, Aldrin.
Just drag him by his hair.
No, catch him by the back of the ear. Just keep going.
Oh, the mummy one. Love it. Slate. Good to go?
A little tired, so a place to sit and rest would be nice. Yes.
Go on then.
On I go.
You all board
Let's
the
go, madam.
You all board the ship
You
and move
cut that
towards the
out.
back. Yeah.
I'm going to try and get us into like the cargo hold, like behind some boxes or something, so that Eos can feel a little bit more at ease.
I'm gonna say it'll be quite easy to use any of the tent fabric and ropes to run a rope and just put a sheet up. Do you know what I mean? Just for a tiny bit of privacy, and I'm sure that's not uncommon between passengers in tight quarters anyway to do things like that. So I'm quite sure we would see others doing that kind of thing.
What Eos will do then, following all this, is she'll face specifically, like, face towards the back. So the back of her hood up will be facing other passengers, and just facing
You're
towards.
behind a sheet. There's no other passengers right now, but that's okay.
Just in case, you never know what kind of kids or whatever.
Sure.
Curiosity.
You look funny, haha. Run away.
I cast fireball on the
Crisis
child.
response unit show up in 30 seconds.
We've got one. We finally got one.
They've definitely got some of them. I'll just say that.
No, you didn't. Yes, we did.
How is Eos's mom? Anyway,
Don't you
the
dare.
ship is basically ready to go. Is there any last minute things you guys need to do here, or are you good to go? It's a dangerous question to this group, but like,
Bueno, bingo.
I'd like to, having a second thought, I'd like to just quickly scribble another note, and I'll just hand it off to somebody, and I'm happy to pay slightly extra just for them to deliver it. Same thing, just so there's a second letter I want to send to a similar location. And again, I'll send it to you.
perfect. Okay. So with that, you guys take off, and you are leaving Verdoir. Oop, didn't mean to kick the music off, but there you go. You are leaving Verdoir. It is a long trip. For the interest of time, I will break down what you see on your way. But if there's anything you guys want to discuss or do while you have a week of basically nothing, let me know.
Trance, when and if possible.
There
Even
will be
if it's
time.
the blankness of whatever. Just
The ship has people on it. Not a lot, but there are people, mostly crew. There's a lot of cargo here, a lot of boxes, but they seem to be supplies, foods, trade. things like that. Leaving Verdwar is the first course, I suppose. You spend some time, like, properly traveling up the river. On one side of you, pretty far over, you see the land for Desolata, and it looks orange and warm, sandy. On the other side, you have the trees, lush, beautiful, verdant. Arboris shines like a green emerald. It's stunning. To some of you, it's home. Interestingly enough, between sort of Arboris and Verdwar, there's a large section of trees that are blackened, darkened. It's hard to see why from this distance, but they don't suit the rest of the landscape. You move up and past, and the travel takes about another day before you reach a sort of island between Desolata and Arboris. You move alongside the island, moving between sort of the Arboris side and this island itself. It looks more like Desolata does. It looks orange, warm. From what you can make out from this distance, the structures are more natural, not so much made with like architects and stuff like that. They're more built into whatever with whatever. It looks more rough. Moving past it, you reach a lighthouse and head out past beyond that into what would be described as the ocean. You move around the ridges and down along the back of what looks like the Arboris sort of mountainous area. There's one peaked mountain that's it's quite thin, but it stretches into the sky so high that it looks like it's almost piercing the clouds themselves. You head further down and past what can only be described as a massive industrial town or city. Hard to tell from where you are, but it looks huge, so you would guess a city. Everything looks wooden and stone. This is something a little bit different than you would expect to see in Arboris. There's a lot of smoke coming from this place. It's pumping out industry. You keep moving further down until you join up to a river. The river leads you inland, and you cross. It looks like you're passing this area that has, it's like an island, but smaller, not like the Crescent Pearl would be where it's quite large. This is something smaller with one solitary building on it that's made of white marble, and it almost looks like green emerald roofing on the top. It's a large building. It almost looks like a hospital. You head down the river, which leads you into what would be known as Yukoshi. Yukoshi itself, a week later, is stunning. Yukoshi is an offshoot of Saganatoshi in a sense. It's people who left, and they built a new settlement here a long time ago. A few hundred years ago. It's on the river known as, it's on the lake known as Quinlanhu, and that is the area that you are on now. It's crystal clear, stunning. The fish look amazing. It's just a beautiful place. The population here couldn't be large. There couldn't be 1,000 people here. It's small, but it is a large enough town. it looks like as you're approaching it that the economy would be based on things like fishing, agriculture, trade. The people who are fishing are using nets. They're using very beautiful old boats on the clear river as you go through. You guys are on a much larger boat than this would have, than these would be, but it supports itself. There's a large majestic mountain in the back. Hatsu, you'd know that this is Ziyangshan. This is a very large, beautiful mountain. It's actually said to be one of the only places in the Isles that was touched by the gods. That's how they describe it. What that means or whatever is up to interpretation. You've heard so many tellings of this story that a god used to live here, that this was made one of the first things made by Tempestas, that Minerva helped the river make it. Like, it doesn't, like, everybody has their own telling of what actually that means, but there are so many interpretations of being like in touch or in tune with the gods here that this is considered a religious retreat for many. Those who would worship Tempestas would want to come here to climb this mountain to try and be connected with him. Those who worship Minerva would want to climb this mountain so they can see the flow of the land created by her. Even if you, Arius and Aureus, this is somewhere that they would have said to have played. Like, this is, it doesn't matter. Like, if anyone who worships any god seems to want to coalesce here. You come into this small area, this small, like, kind of town. It is mostly made of wood. It's a beautiful, beautiful place. Like, the structures themselves are all handmade. This is the kind of place that, like, Hatsu, you knew it existed. You wouldn't have probably been here much, if at all. I'm not 100% sure. I think Hatsu may have been here, but it would be in your pack if you were. But the design of these places fit with what you know as to be Saiga no Toshi. This is what you would almost imagine Saiga no Toshi looked like, but way back when it first started. Yokoshi itself is... it's beautiful. You guys disembark from the ship. What would you like to do?
Time of day?
It would be pretty early. I would say probably 6 a.m.
Okay, mask and hood. Let's see how that goes.
I think we should get some provisions and head straight off. Maybe we could try and get a horse to pull the cart.
Aye. Hatsu would wander off to actually find a place to rent a horse. Because he might be, besides Eos, the only one who would not fall out the picture. If that's a saying in English.
Roughly the distance from Asazaki to Yokoshi is a day's travel on foot. It's up to you if you want to try and rent horses and pay for that or to just go. It's pretty much a straight path there. There are paths that lead from one to the other. It's just roughly, it would take you guys a day to get there. Technically, it takes you guys about like 8 hours, but you need to rest in between and stuff because it's just the way D&D works. So it's like, it's 12 miles. You can accomplish it. It's just that the way D&D works, that's a day's travel. So like you could be there by the end of today if you wanted to.
Well, if Aldrin is doing better,
a week
we
later,
might be faster
much better.
just walking. As far as I remember, there's a bridge over the river on the other side.
Yeah, there is. It's a nice walk. I've never been to Yokoshi before. This is nice.
I wouldn't necessarily say nice. It's gonna be a
it's
rough
lovely.
walk.
Oh.
Yeah, but we can make it in a day if we quick.
Absolutely. Plus, I've been sitting on my butt for a week. Oh.
Well, you two lead the way then. Above the table rope, I'm assuming because of how long we were on the boat and stuff, we can say we've had a long rest.
Because
Because you said it was like 6 days.
Yeah, I'll give you the long rest.
You're on a Christmas card list, Ryan.
So I'll take it for the same thing that none of us are sick, and I am no longer exhausted as well as a result of the resting on the travel, etc. for a week.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah.
Well, Hatsu, Yos, this is your place. You lead the way.
Okay.
Well, I think we should move towards southeast. But just be cautious here. Some plants are very venomous.
Don't walk through the long
Eldrin
grass.
gets bit immediately.
Eldrin, I swear to Minerva.
Why would you swear at Minerva?
I swear to Minerva, not at her. Just like,
Why would you swear to her? That's still disrespectful.
it's a saying, apparently.
Also, as a reminder, not quite here, but on the other side over the bridge you're talking about, we were in that forest. There was those weird rabbits and the leeches and all of that. So I think we just need to be careful of the flora and fauna in general.
You begin to walk through the trees. It's a long trip, but a beautiful one. To Hatsunios, it smells like home. About 4 hours into your journey, you come to what is a large stone bridge. Eos, you would have traveled across this bridge before on your way to mission.
Mm-hmm.
But this is
Wonderful place.
Yeah, 10 out of 10 on Yelp, actually. It's large enough that small and mid-sized ships can come through, but it's also something that's built that can be moved if it needs to. So like it can open and close. It's a beautiful design, but it's old as shit. So it's like it's been upgraded over time, and sitting in the stone is a little Omegaverse stamp to show just who upgraded it most recently. It is stunning though. It's covered in moss, and as you stand on it and you all look over, you can see the river running down, a river that you have been on. This is the one that you used to get to Saigo no Toshi and from it again. When you were coming to Asazaki, you stopped sort of moving up the river before you got to this point again, because you walked up through Gatai and got to Asazaki, so you didn't come this far. But you did come this far when you were coming down. As far as I remember, you went down the river to Saigo no Toshi through this area.
While crossing the bridge, Eos will take a quick moment just to wipe her feet on the Omegaverse symbol.
It shines and cleans itself again.
Goes even harder.
Shines and cleans itself again.
Audibly. Ah! And keeps walking.
Shines and cleans itself again.
As Hatsu would watch that,
Yeah.
he kind of remembers himself that they have not cleaned their stuff properly, and his routine is a little bit more lush while they were on the travel and stuff, so he gets out the cleansing stone and like properly cleans himself and puts it back into the backpack.
Okay. You clean yourself down, and all of you look a lot cleaner. Or is it just you or all of them? How are you cleaning? Everyone? Or
No, he's just cleaning himself.
just himself? Okay. You look a lot cleaner. The mud off your shoes, the clothes themselves look a lot less worn.
Hatsu, do you mind if I...
And off you go into the forest.
Hatsu, come back. I need to...
Into the thick of it.
As you approach Asazaki, there are a few things to mention. First of all, well done. You all gain inspiration.
Ducky's dead.
Asazaki looks different. Just a bit. It looks better. Like the buildings have been worked on for the first time in a long time. Like the area has seen money for the first time in a while. And as you walk through the streets and the townsfolk look a little suspicious because this group of ragtag motherfuckers walks through, but you know, is what it is. But as you walk towards the bookstore, Roshi's bookshelf, it looks amazing. The walls are clean, bricks are redone. There's no more chips and it's not worn away. The sign is redone. It looks stunning. It hangs and there's no squeak. It's new as it waves in the breeze. And as you glance over at the stable that sits next to you for Ducky, that's also been redone. What looks like by hand, but with love and care. And standing there is Ducky.
Eos was hating every single thing about us until that.
Ducky's
More money
saddled.
means more people, Eos. You must be careful.
Ducky is saddled. As if they just came back. They're worn out a little bit, tired, breathing kind of heavy. But happy to see you. Greets you with a nudge, a way that you're familiar with, but in a much more strengthened way. They missed you. But the saddle's on and it's clean and it's good, and like even the blanket beneath it, this like coating that they used to wear is there. It's all the right things. It's just like really well maintained, taken care of. It's been oiled recently. The leather is like properly like done in a way you haven't been able to do because you've been traveling. Ducky looks healthy, looks ran, looks good.
Okay. Eos will verbally greet Ducky in Runic because that's the language she uses to communicate with Ducky. Tells him how much she misses him, how much she'd love to see him, and really appreciate him. But then she gets distracted by the cleanliness, everything that's been done, the care has been taken. It's unsettling Eos more and more. The fact the sign doesn't squeak, because this place is respected in a way. Like, why would people do such a thing? So after a few moments, Eos will gesture back to the group and she'll open the door, go inside.
Okay. So, as you enter, there's a few things you notice. All the books are tidied, like in a very meticulous way, like in a way you would do. Everything is organized. The bookshelves have actual proper labels now. The bookshelves themselves have been painted. Like the building
Can't afford
itself.
paint.
Huh?
Can't
You can't
afford
afford
paint.
Well, looks like you can. Not only that, but it's been nicely painted, and kind of recently you can still kind of faintly smell, you know, that paint smell you have for like 2 weeks in a new room. Yeah. So what you do is as you enter, you see, how do I explain this? You smell food on the stove. So someone is home. You see the table and there are 2 teacups, both steaming. You see a letter sitting on a counter. You see what looks like a proper cash register made of metal. A proper sized shaped one that
Come on.
that actually holds real money. You see that the counter actually has like almost a logo painted on it. And it says Roshi's Bookshelf, and on it is the logo of a raven. And it's beautifully painted. Like, it's a stunningly realistic bird.
Something deep inside of Eos reacts to that.
I'll be out in a minute. The little dingle of the bell alerted your mother that there's somebody here, but she's cooking, so she'll be out from the kitchen in just a moment.
Eos is going to take off her left glove and put her hand along the counter just to get a feel of it.
It has been sanded, smoothed. It has been varnished and then painted. Like it has this coat. I don't know if varnish is the right word, but it has like this wood keeping something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's just kind of taps her fingers again because she would know the noise of the counter when she puts her hand against it. She doesn't believe what she's encountering here at the moment, what she's seeing, what she's sensing.
You hear the familiar sound of like boots on the floor, and then you see your mother come around the corner. Eos! She runs up and she just grabs you. She actually picks you up a little bit.
Yeah, she's taller than her. Yeah.
She moves over to the 2 teacups and she picks one up and she takes a sip. How have you been? Where have you been?
Eos drops the backpack. Staff is, the attaché flag thing. Takes off her shoes and just grabs her mother by the arms, and to an extent she can tell Eos is trying to be able to cry, but because of what Eos is, she cannot. So she's just kind of tickled in the throat. It's been a very long time, Mom. I thought I would never see you again.
What happened that day? I mean, I know some of the story, but... Are you okay?
I'm fine, apparently. It's a story to tell. Can my friends come in?
Of course. I mean...
Okay.
I only meant tea for a friend of yours, but this is for a friend of yours who's been helping us.
Ooh. I don't usually have friends, Mom.
Well,
I don't usually have friends, Mom.
aren't you a sight for sore eyes?
So I don't hear audio's looping.
Is there a troll in the house, Mom?
A familiar face emerges from upstairs, coming down the stairs. A friend of yours that you haven't seen in... like, technically a few weeks if you want to count it from the point of a volcano. But technically it's been just a little bit longer than that.
He just came down from the bedroom, Eos.
I would like to say a big welcome back to Mr. Dash Heidman. Welcome back in.
No, get rid of him.
Hello.
We almost killed him.
Been far too long.
Oh, you're dead.
I disagree.
No. You were... Okay, hang on.
So whoever's microphone has the speakers on?
Jesus
Turn that
Christ.
off for me, please. Thank you.
Eos will use thaumaturgy. She'll use the
play
call
that
of a
music.
raven. No, she'll use the call of a raven to announce to the rest of the gang to come in.
As you guys walk in, you'll see a familiar face standing next to Eos.
How did he let you go?
Who?
You.
Vatharos.
Does a 20 hit?
Yep.
As the Major throws a dagger into your arm. Oh, so he's actually here then? I thought it might have been an illusion.
So, Mom, this is Amadriana.
Hi.
This is Master Hatsu Toshitsugu. This is Slate. He plays music quite well. The one getting sick and outside is Eldrin. But he, 1,047 years ago, was dead.
What?
I'm as confused as you are.
Io sits down and elaborates on the last 1,047 years.
I'm gonna walk up and grab my dagger, but give it a slight twist as I pull it out.
That one for free. As she's coming in, I'm going to just tap her on the shoulder. I've missed you fuckers.
Where have you been sleeping? How are you alive?
Where have you been sleeping?
Upstairs, apparently.
Dashi's been
are
here
you
for about a week. He's been really helping.
Where's his wife?
We haven't been able to reconnect yet. Saigo no Toshi's in, to put it mildly, quite a bit of bother. I was making my way there, but ended up here first, and your mother very kindly put me up for a while. Exchange, I tried to help out a bit around.
You painted.
I helped with painting, yes.
He drew a lovely bird, Eos. He's very talented.
Oh, the raven.
Eos's mom would know the amount of distrust she has for Dash right now.
Where have you been for the last, aside from the book? I mean, it's been months here, but you got out of it in the volcano. Where have you been since?
Hanging around.
No, wait. Where have you been? And how have you get rid of his possession?
My pact with Vathros is not quite over yet. I held up my end of the bargain.
You made a
So you
pact
made a
with-
deal.
Yes. For your lives.
We were fine.
The deal was, as soon as you got out, I tossed that book into the volcano. I had to undertake some tasks on Vathros' behalf to ensure your... Glad to see you all safe and well. Is Aldrin okay?
He
Don't worry about
sees
him.
you and just throws up on the new floor that you just spent like a day like properly sanding and cleaning.
In any case, yeah, Vathros, he'll be about again at some point when needed.
What did you offer in exchange for whatever it is?
My services and my conscience. I don't know everything that was done for him. He took care to blank certain elements. He says to save me from guilt. I chose to go along with it to ensure you were safe.
So you and Slate are in the same team now, I guess. Now who gets more love from Daddy?
Oh, Slate, for sure. Vathros is quite,
Obsessed, right?
he was glad to have a friend. First time in.
Or a new vessel.
Genuinely don't think he would treat Slate as a vessel. But to more pressing matters for you in particular, Hatsu, you spent some time in Palparoth and I was able to get some intel on Saigo no Toshi. It's not good. Things getting in or out, people, couriers, information. Rumors of bodies on the walls. The thing I've been able to get wind of is bourbon getting in and out. Means anything to you? I don't know. I have not yet been make any sense of it.
I knew it would be bad when we left, but I'm pretty sure what remains of my family went into the shadows.
I hope
Perhaps
so.
you speaking twice.
trying to get word into Lissa and Ayame, but to no end.
Mom, can we speak in... We're just in the backyard near the sundial.
Of course. She leads you out to the back, and the garden looks immaculate, well taken care of. The sundial has been cleaned, the grime has been taken off it. Everything looks stunning.
She gives her a big hug. Just 1,000 kisses, and just she missed her immensely, and she's so sorry for what happened at the time when we went Vamos.
Why did your friend throw a knife at the other one? Is that normal?
We need to make sure he's real. Has he been in the Undercroft?
I guess a little bit. He helped me redo the Undercroft.
It was fine the way it was.
Right.
How are you? How have you been?
Good. I missed you. I was worried, but yeah.
Any news?
Come. Yes, sit.
Okay.
She leads you to the bench underneath the tree. What have you heard?
Thankfully, Slate was very clever. Dash might have a bounty hunter after him, but he figured out how long we've been away. I thought it was 1,047 years because it felt that way, but apparently it's only been like several months or so. We met the 6th most famous pirate in the world. He's really rude. Amadriana is super kind. She freed 2 slaves from him, and apparently they're being taken care of in a really nice place. Hasu's a prince. It's really cool. Slate plays the lute very well. It's really nice. He might have a problem with books, but that's okay. We're working on it. Eldrin, he'll be fine. But I haven't heard much else otherwise.
Yes. About 7 months ago, your father set sail on an important mission.
I met him, yeah.
Yeah.
Why do you say yeah that way? Why is there 3 dots after yeah?
Your mother is typing. Yes. The ship never returned. None of the crew have been seen, and it is presumed that it... I'm sorry, yes.
You'll things against her mom. It's a presumption they haven't found him or his crew.
Where they went, it would be difficult to, even if they responded immediately, to have found anything, but they waited a few days, and by then it was too late.
Any wreckage?
No signs.
Okay then. All hope is not lost.
I know you like fairy tales and stories. Yes, just don't let that prevent you from healing however you need to heal.
There's a lot of wounds, Mom. And she likes to poke them, and she's there more recently than ever before. He didn't hurt my friends, but yeah. She's kind, but she takes.
I did my best with Ducky while you were gone, but I must say,
Amazing.
Your friend Dash really went above and beyond. He knew how important Ducky was to you. He spent a lot of time, like, grooming and shearing and doing something with the saddle. It was quite caring, but I don't know the process. But he spent a lot of time with Ducky and made sure that Ducky had runs and a lot of carrots and these little cubes of sugar that I thought would be unhealthy for a horse.
Gonna
but
give him diabetes. He can't have diabetes.
yes, well, he did
That's
a good
good.
job on the stable too.
Have you?
We didn't know if you'd be back or not, but he believed you would.
Has he ever brought back a kid? Have you ever seen a woman with red hair?
No.
Several months since she would have been. I was asking Madriana. She knows this biology better than I do. But surely by now. How big was I when I was born?
I didn't have you measured, Eos. We couldn't give. It wasn't a conventional. But, well, I didn't know you would be purple, but you know, we don't really have a place to go from here.
Julia. How's Julia?
She took to Dash quite well. She really liked him.
I tried with a child. Okay.
Jess, Dash offered a lot of support, fixed up a lot of the problems in their home. I think he even left coin with them. He was very insistent.
He's done a lot of work.
The last week has been better for Azazaki than, I don't know, the last years. He put a lot of work into this town. He said it was important to you.
I'll tell you this, and this stays between you and me. I gave him a lot of trust, and he broke that trust quite quickly. But he's making such a good impression on the village. Have you seen the god-awful symbol on the bridge?
I haven't left this town in a long time. I don't know what it means to you, but the only person I've ever seen Ducky take to is you. But Ducky was very trusting of Dash.
It will be. We've not many adventures together. Oh, it's been a long road. It's been a long road. Where's Dash staying?
Well, you weren't here,
No.
Eos.
No.
You weren't here. I didn't know you'd be back so soon. I thought I would have time to,
Mom!
remake the bed. I'm sorry. I'm pretty sure it's clean up there. He mostly just writes in the evening.
Oh, you don't. I can do things.
Yes? You can do many things. You can do anything you believe in.
No, Mom. I can do things.
Okay? How about we just get your friends a nice peppermint tea? They're just standing around in there very awkwardly. I can see them. They're not even talking or anything.
They're
Dash
really
is
good
mostly
people.
just tending to a wound by the looks of it. And the
They're
one
really good people. A major and a super and a Hatsu, and I can't wait for you
is
to meet
one
them.
of them. Is there smoke coming off him? Oh, we should go inside.
She gives her one more big hug and a big smooch on the cheek, and she just holds her hand while she walks back to the house.
You walk back in, and the group is reunited. And from here, we will pick up next week. Peppermint tea in tow. Opportunities to catch up. Opportunities to travel. Have a talk about where you want to go, what you want to do, and plan accordingly. But for today,
Kill Dash.
thank
We're
you.
gonna find a burial ground for
You're
Dash.
just back.
Thank you for joining
I
us
was
this
buried
week.
once. That's
We-
enough.
We love and appreciate you. Keen, can we borrow you for the post show?
For a bit.
Hell yeah. That's what I like to hear. Excellent. We will be back next week, same time, and we will be picking up from there. Few little announcements. So on Friday, I believe we have Busy streaming an extra play. Is that right? Path of Exile, probably?
Friday.
Hell yeah. That is Friday the 12th. And on, I hope I can announce this. I assume I can. On the 27th at 7 p.m. our time, I will be joining our close friend and huge supporter, Solid 10 D&D for a stream. I believe Bug will be DMing, and I'm supposed to be there as long as nothing crazy happens between now and then. It should be good. So I'll be there. I believe that's a Saturday. So make sure you guys give our friends Solid 10 D&D. Put them in the chat there. Make sure you give them a follow so you can see all of that as well. Actually, very quickly, Rhino, you've been playing Rust. You have a server. I keep meaning to, and every time we end the stream, I'm like, I press end the stream, and I'm like, I should have given Rhino a platform. Go ahead, my friend, please.
As you guys know, I stream as well and play computer games. Mostly at the moment, been Rust, and it's been going so well that I've set up my own server.
Yeah.
So anyone that plays Rust or anyone that's interested in getting into Rust and learning how to play, it's a pretty good server. It's quite enough at the moment, but it's actually surprisingly a lot busier for such an early server as well. So
That's good.
Get in on the ground level if you want to come and play.
Obviously, we're a big fan of your community as well, but like genuinely, as like on a personal level, I love your community. They're always so supportive, so nice. Every time I go into chat, at least 3 people, 4 people are just like, "Hey, Roper," and they're always really nice to me. And everybody is just super, super lovely, and it's such a nice thing. And to see such like a brutal game where you guys are just like killing everybody as PvP and stuff, to just have such a friendly community is just dope. It's always good fun to watch your streams and stuff like that. It's really, really cool. So definitely make sure you guys are checking it out. Someone shout out Ryan in the chat, please. Excellent. And Mr. Biz, you are streaming Tuesdays, Thursdays, I believe, on your own channel as well. Probably PoE at the moment too, I think.
Yeah, it becomes more and more of a variety stream. I have so much fun in PoE, and I had a bunch of fun in Monster Hunter as well.
Yeah, you and Ghost from the community were playing Monster Hunter a lot.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. And yeah, tune in for some more. Path of Exile. If Friday is not enough for you, this is the place.
Oh yeah,
I know
Tuesdays.
some addicts around there.
That's it. Yeah, Tuesday, Thursday. I think 6 p.m. our time. Is it 7 p.m. your time?
Yes, sir.
Hell yeah.
He lives in the future.
He does. He lives in the future. That's what I like to hear. Excellent. All right. We're going to cut it there. Thank you so much for joining us. We love you very much. Kian, it is fucking awesome to have you back. We'll pick up with Dash and his antics next week and to see what he has done to Eos's room. That could mean anything, so we definitely...
Kian is great. Dash, not so much.
I am really excited. Kian's been working on this for ages too, so this has been dope to work this in. He would have been back next week, but you guys went to fucking Bird War. We can talk about that in the post show. For those of you joining us for the post show, we'll see you in about 5 minutes. For those of you who aren't, thank you so much for being here. Those of you that are listening to the podcast, thank you so much, and YouTube as well. We love you very much. Thank you for all the subs, the gifts, the donos, and a huge shout out to Vitharian, who during Rory's stream earlier just randomly gifted his 100th sub to this channel.
Crazy.
Which is nuts. Thank you so much. Absolute psycho. Love him very much. That's a very lovely thing to do. So thank you all so much. We love you. Enjoy. BRB or goodbye. Ciao. Ciao-ish. Ciao.
Single time.